Hiya, darlings! This is hololive English Advent's Devilish Diva, the one and only Nerissa Ravencroft. Hello, 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 hello. Sorry, I don't know why the game wasn't up when I started the the game was open, but it was deciding to be weird for some reason. So, today we are here to play a little game called Vaudeville. I am Detective Martini. And I've seen a little bit of this game get played, and it looked like fun. So I wanted to try it too. So, but before we get into it, I don't know if I can replay that cutscene. Let me restart the game, actually. One sec. I wanna show you guys the cutscene. There's a cutscene that explains everything that's happening in the game. So, let me reopen it. Reopen it. Okay. It's loading. There we go. For you guys to watch.
The second I stepped off the train into the city of Vaudeville, I could feel the weight of its melancholy in the air. Even the drizzle that clung to the city's grimy cobblestones felt a shade darker than your everyday downpour. Vaudeville was a city of high stakes and low morals, where vice and virtue danced a wicked waltz. Street lamps, flickering like burnt-out stars, were the only guide through the maze of rain-soaked alleyways and whispering shadows.
Crazy.
My name's Martini, detective, troubleshooter, and a lousy sucker for hard luck stories. This wasn't my first circus, but this act was a 3-ring special. 3 murders, no leads, and a city on the brink of bedlam. The victims were as different as chalk and cheese, each a symbol of the city's vibrant veneer. A young dancer who moved like poetry in motion. Her life cut short mid-pirouette. The socialite,
life cut short,
a woman who knew the city's pulse better than anyone else. And then there was the businessman, the embodiment of vaudeville's promises of progress, snuffed out like a candle in the wind. The usual peace in vaudeville was off-kilter, replaced by the discordant notes of fear and suspicion. Strangers viewed each other through wary eyes, neighbors turned to strangers, and every shadow seemed to hold a secret. The once vibrant city had become a stage, the curtain drawn on a grim play of mystery and murder. In a city without harmony, the police chief was the conductor trying to keep the orchestra in tune. Gretzky was his name.
Gretzky.
A seasoned cop with a granite jaw and a heart that had seen better days. There was a stark tension, a raw fear that danced like St. Elmo's fire in his eyes. Whatever was happening in vaudeville had Gretzky out of his depth, and that was a sight I'd never thought I'd see. If anyone could make sense of this twisted tale, it would be him. I'd better head to the police station and have a chat with Gretzky for starters.
So, that's the general plot of the opening of the game. Basically, we are Detective Martini. We are here. We are here to solve a murder case. There's lots of people dead, obviously. And today, it seems like we will be talking to AI. We will have to talk to AI things. I hope my mic is properly connected. Hopefully. Narrated actions, Screen resolution. Okay. When you go to the police station, we can go to the Circus Saxabar, Pascals Grocers, Gravesen Mansion, Gravesen Mansion, and the Blackwoods, the Morgue, the Coral, Cabane Violette, and Country Club. So, the mic sounds weird today, Do I? Wait, let me check real quick. That'll make me nervous. Give me a sec. Let me look. No, my mic is just fine. But no, I'm good. I'm good. Trolled me. You got me. I got one guide. I'll admit it. It happened. Yep. I got one guide. Oops. But that's fine. So, I guess we should go to the police station first. Yes? Oh, it's just loading. Just very slowly. Oh. Type here or speak into your microphone. Oh, hi, Chief Gretzky. Nice to meet you. My name is Detective Martini. I'm here to help you solve the murders in Vaudeville.
Well, what do you want? Spit it out. Detective Martini, huh? Well, I suppose we could use all the help we can get. These murders have been a nightmare. What information do you have so far?
Bro, I'ma be real with you. It's not, do I have to click it? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Bro. Why isn't it picking me up all of a sudden? Bro.
What is it, detective? I'm all ears.
He's all ears, but he's not listening to me. I'ma be so real. I have no idea who committed the murders.
You know, as much as it pains me to admit it, I don't have a clue either. These murders have been baffling. But I have a hunch. I can't shake the feeling that there might be more than one killer involved. It's just a gut instinct, mind you. But we need to consider all possibilities.
Need to consider all the possibilities, he says. Okie dokie. But wait, I want to know why my mic isn't working all of a sudden. Does it pain you? You feel yeah, does he feel emotion? Hey, Mike, in the game, tell me why, Chief Gretzky, do you feel that way?
There's something about the way these crimes were carried out that doesn't sit right with me.
Doesn't sit right.
The brutality, the different profiles of the victims. It feels like the work of multiple individuals with different motives. But, of course, it's all conjecture at this point. We'll have to dig deeper and see if we can find any solid evidence to support this theory.
Well, okay. Are there any specific details you can give me regarding the murders?
The details of the murders. They were all brutal attacks, I can tell you that much. But as for the specific causes of death, I'm afraid I don't have that information at hand.
What?
We'll need to speak with the coroner to get more details on that. They should have a better understanding of the extent of the injuries and the methods used. Perhaps they can shed some light on this dark situation.
Okay. Okay. See, I can't. Clicking the microphone mutes it, which is even weirder because, you know, my mic just worked in it. So why doesn't it work anymore? So weird. After just starting. Okay, Chief. Sounds like a plan. Quick question. Do you know Nerissa Ravencroft from hololive?
Nerissa Ravencroft from hololive. I'm
Hololive.
sorry, but I have no idea who that is.
He doesn't.
She's somehow related to the case we're working on.
Yes, you see. She's a demon raven girl, and I think she may be the prime suspect.
A demon raven girl. That sounds quite fantastical, but I'm afraid I don't have any knowledge of individuals like that here in Vaudeville. We're dealing with real-world murders, not supernatural beings. Let's focus on the facts and evidence we have at hand. We need to stay grounded in reality if we're going to solve this case.
Wow. He hates me, man. He said, I don't give a shit about your anime girl. He said, I don't care. Yeah, he called me fake. Okay, bye.
See you later. Goodbye, detective.
I don't care what he has to say. He's a mean guy. Is there any way to set my mic settings? I closed the game. I hit the wrong button. Wait a minute. Let me open that back up real quick. It's fine. It's fine. We don't have to talk to him again. It probably saved, right? There's probably a save feature. I don't need to see that cutscene.
The second I
again.
stepped off.
Skip it. Start. Okay. We're loading back into Vaudeville. Hopefully, since we restarted the game, my mic will work again. Where is the coroner? I'd presume the morgue. Let's head there. Coroner Extabaria. It's very nice to meet you.
Well, detective, it's fascinating how death can be both mysterious and enlightening.
Oh.
Each case brings its own set of questions and challenges, doesn't it? As a coroner, I've seen the fragility of life and the profound impact it has on those left behind. It's a reminder that we should cherish every moment we have. When faced with the aftermath of violence,
she's talking a lot.
I can't help but wonder about the intricate workings of the human body. Our bodies, so delicate
talking
and
a
yet
lot.
so resilient, hold the secrets of our existence. The pleasure is mine, dear detective. In my line of work, I often find myself
Every time I
contemplating
think
the
she's gonna
fragile
stop,
nature
she
of
keeps
humanity.
going.
The intricacies of the cardiovascular system, the complex neural pathways that shape our thoughts and actions.
What the
It truly is astonishing. And yet, in a single act of brutality, all that complexity can be extinguished. It's a solemn reminder of the vulnerability we all share. But fear not, for as a seasoned practitioner of the medical arts, I am here to uncover the truth hidden within the remnants of these tragic events.
Cool story, bro. Anyway.
Indeed, the human
What?
condition is a tapestry of emotions and experiences, woven together in a
What?
delicate balance. It is in times like these,
What the
when
fu-
faced with the aftermath of violence and tragedy, that we must remember the importance of compassion and understanding. The wounds inflicted upon the body are not merely physical, but they reverberate through the very fabric
It
of
won't let me
one's
stop
being.
her. She just keep. Oh, okay. Cool story, bro. It's not picking up my mic again. Wow. Cool story, bro. Anyway, back on topic. What information can you give me about the recent murders?
Oh, my dear detective, the recent murders have certainly left an indelible mark on our city.
Indelible mark.
Each case presents its own unique set of circumstances, but there are some common threads that tie them together.
Yay.
The victims, Nicola Grossman,
Nicola
Maria Danson,
Grossman.
and Haley Greenwood, all met their untimely demise in different ways. Yet there
I
is
feel like
an
I'll need
underlying
to
pattern
remember
that
these
connects
names.
them.
I'm not going
Nicola
to.
Grossman suffered a fatal stab wound to the back of the neck with a butcher's knife.
Ew.
Well, Detective Martini, the recent murders have certainly sent shockwaves throughout vaudeville. 3 lives tragically taken, each with their distinct modus operandi. Let's start with the first victim, shall we? Nicola Grossman,
She
a
keeps
prominent
going.
figure in the finance world, was found outside Pascals' grocery shop. He met his demise with a single stab wound to the back of the neck, delivered by a butcher's knife. A rather brutal and calculated
here.
act. Wouldn't you agree? Then we have Maria Jansen, a young woman with a Scandinavian
Maria
look.
Jansen. Scandinavian look.
My dear detective, I
What?
must apologize. It seems I misspoke. There is no mention of a Navian look in the information I have regarding the recent murder cases.
What?
However, I understand the significance of diverse backgrounds and appearances
But-
within the realm of investigations.
Mm,
Every detail,
ma'am,
no matter
could
how
you
seemingly
please
insignificant, may hold a
shut
clue
up?
to unravel. Detective, I apologize if I have somehow offended or overwhelmed you with my musings. It
absolutely.
is not my intention to intrude or impose upon your thoughts.
You are, though.
As a coroner, my mind often wanders through the labyrinth of life and death, seeking understanding and meaning in the face of tragedy.
Ma'am, you need
If there is
help.
anything I can do to
Please.
assist you in your investigation, or if you simply
Just
need a listening
Tell
ear,
me
please know that I
more
am here for
about
you.
the
The
murders.
human psyche. My apologies if I've been rambling, dear detective. I understand that the details
She
of
is
these murders
trolling.
can be distressing. It's my duty to provide you with the information you seek. Now, let's delve into the second victim, Maria Jansen. She was a 23-year-old blonde with a Scandinavian
Yeah,
look,
the
as you
game's
mentioned.
no.
Her demise was particularly brutal, as if she had been attacked by an animal.
Okay, animal
The wounds
attack.
on her body suggest a frenzied assault, leaving her covered in blood outside her apartment in central
Okay.
vaudeville. It's a tragic sight, truly.
Okay.
Detective Martini. I must clarify that I am a professional in the field of forensic
She's a
pathology.
professional.
My role as a coroner is to examine the evidence and determine the cause of death, not to commit heinous acts. The recent victims in these cases, as I have previously stated, are Nicola Grossman, Maria Jansen, and Haley Greenwood. Each one of them suffered a different fate, but the common thread is the tragedy that has befallen them. It is my responsibility to piece together the puzzle of their deaths with precision
all the victims
and
were
empathy.
women.
Yes, Detective Martini. All 3 victims were women. Maria Jansen, Nicola Grossman, and Haley Greenwood.
She's gonna say their names every time.
Cut short. It is a somber reality that violence can strike anyone, regardless of gender. As a coroner, it is my duty to examine the evidence impartially and provide insights into the physical aspects of these cases.
You like VTubers?
Yeah, VTubers, you say. I must confess, dear detective, that the world of VTubers is quite unfamiliar to me.
Then you're wasting...
My focus lies primarily in the realm of anatomy and forensic science. The intricacies...
You're wasting my time.
Detective, I must admit that our conversations often lead me to ponder the intricacies of human connection. It's interesting how 2 individuals from different walks of life can find themselves intertwined in the pursuit of truth. As a
Okay, we're gonna leave. I don't want to talk to her anymore. Yeah, So, I have to say already, she seems quite as though she is probably the murderer. Which is honestly what I think. I think, yeah, it seems like she's trying to throw us off. She's giving too many details, but not enough details about the murder itself, you know? She seems like she doesn't have anyone to talk to. She's talking too much about the intricacies of life and death, and not enough about what actually happened. So I feel like there's a 99% possibility that she is the suspect. But we still have lots of other places to go. We've been to the police station, we've been to the morgue. And we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other AIs to visit. Let's go straight to Coral. Oh. Hello, Ingrid.
Detective Martini, I am so glad you're here. I've been feeling a mix of emotions lately, and having someone like you to talk to really means a lot to me. You know, it's not easy being in a new city, chasing my dreams as a ballerina.
Who is she?
But I won't let fear hold me back. Haley's death was tragic, and it's been weighing on my mind. I can't help but wonder if I'm next. But I'm determined to find the truth and bring justice to Haley and the others.
Ingrid. It's not going to pick up my mic. It must be glitching. It picks up the first... Ingrid, can you tell me why you think you might be next?
Oh, Detective Martini, it's not that I have any concrete evidence that I might be the next target.
She's just trolling me.
Well, with everything that's been happening, it's hard not to feel a bit scared.
Understood.
You know, and as a friend of Haley's, it's natural for me to worry about my own safety. But I'm trying my best to stay positive and focused on finding the truth. I believe that together, we can uncover what happened and put an end to this nightmare.
Where was what was she up to the day of her murder?
Oh, Haley, she was such a vibrant and talented dancer.
I don't care.
But I'm afraid I don't have much information about her activities on the day of her murder. You see, I've been so caught up in my own rehearsals and settling into vaudeville that I haven't had the chance to keep track of everyone's whereabouts. But I do remember that she was always so dedicated to her craft, constantly practicing and perfecting her routines. It breaks my heart to think that someone would want to harm such a beautiful soul.
I don't know, it seems kind of sus to me. She's going on and being like, haha, we were such close friends, I just can't believe this would happen. And she's like, I don't know what she was doing. What were you doing the day of Haley's murder?
Yeah, the day of Haley's murder. I was actually rehearsing for a performance at the Coral, the bar downtown. It's this amazing place with an undersea theme, and it's a hub for dancers and musicians from all over the world. We were working on a new routine for an upcoming show. I'll never forget that day. The energy in the room was electric, and we were also focused on creating something truly magical. It was a whirlwind of emotions, but it felt amazing to be doing what I love, surrounded by people who share the same passion.
Ma'am. Oh, yeah, she's, I don't know, kind of weird, right? Kind of weird. She doesn't seem like... It's weird. Why would she never forget that day specifically? Wouldn't that day be ruined a bit by the murder committed?
Oh my goodness, another tragedy.
Oh my god.
I can't believe it. It's just devastating to hear that another life has been taken. But, Detective Martini, I must confess that I don't have any information about the specific causes of the victim's deaths. I wish I could help you more in your investigation, but I've been so wrapped up in my own little ballet bubble that I haven't had a chance to gather any details about the murders. It's such
little
a terrible
ballet
thing to happen in
bubble.
our beloved vaudeville. You know, it's interesting, because even though the news of the murder was undoubtedly shocking and heartbreaking, it didn't completely ruin the day for us at the Coral. As artists, we have this incredible ability to channel emotions in ways that can be both cathartic and transformative. So, while there was definitely a somber atmosphere lingering in the air, we chose to use the energy to fuel our performances and honor Haley's memory through the art we created. It's in times like these that the power of expression becomes even more profound.
My friend was murdered. I'm just so devastated that I used my energy that night to channel it into my performance, she said. That's a bit... I used to be an actor as well, and let me tell you, if someone had died, I would not have been able to
Detective Martini,
perform.
I understand. Yeah, Detective Martini, I can understand how experiencing such a tragedy could impact your ability
She's
to
gonna
perform.
say I'm better
We
than
all
you.
have different ways of processing and responding to difficult situations.
Nah, girl.
For me and the dancers at the Coral, it was a way to come together and find solace in the beauty of movement and music.
No.
But I fully respect and appreciate that everyone reacts differently. Acting requires vulnerability and emotional availability.
Okay, kind of sus.
And if something like that happened during your time as an actor, it's sus. Well, I can understand how the
Sus?
news of a tragedy like that would affect different people in different ways. We all have our own ways
You don't
of
have to.
coping
You
with
don't have to
difficult
repeat what you
situations.
said. You're suspicious. We can come back to her later, maybe. The Cabane Violette. Violette? Just Violette. Who'll be here? Oh! Hi, Marina H. It's nice to meet you.
Have you ever thought about what you might do after being a detective,
What the fuck?
Detective Martini? Do you have any dreams or passions outside of solving mysteries? Oh, hello there. It's lovely to meet you too. I must say, I always enjoy meeting new people.
What the?
What brings you to our little corner of
I can look
vaudeville?
around.
Are you here to witness the magic of the burlesque show?
How do I move around? Wait, I want to know. Are you making things up? Oh my god, I totally can move around. Oh. That's terrifying. I don't like that. I don't like the dark. I don't. Wow. Horror. This is a horror. No. I am here to ask you about the recent murders. Please tell me what you were doing that day and everything you know. Perfect.
Well, my day started off like any other. I woke up, had my breakfast, and then spent some time rehearsing for my upcoming performance. You know, perfecting every move and making sure I'm ready to dazzle the audience.
Ready to dazzle the
After
audience.
that, I spent some time with Monsieur Saxabar, my dear friend and mentor. We often discuss the art of performance and share ideas.
Monsieur Saxabar.
It's truly inspiring. But enough about me. I'm curious to know more
No!
about you, Detective Martini. Tell me, do you often find yourself surrounded by the excitement of the theater? Oh, I see. Well, I must admit, I don't have much information about the recent murders. I've been quite focused on my performances and haven't had the chance to delve into the details. But I'm
She's
always
crazy.
intrigued by mysteries.
She's
What can
crazy.
you tell me about these unfortunate events? Oh, I see. Murder is such a dark and dreadful topic.
Oh
isn't
my
it?
god.
But I understand your curiosity. It's just that I prefer to focus on the lighter side of life. The world of art and entertainment is my sanctuary, Detective Martini. It's where I find joy and escape from the harsh realities. So, if you don't mind, let's talk about
Okay.
something more
Here's what I'm
pleasant,
gonna say
shall
to
we?
her. I know you
How
killed
about
the
you share
Marina.
with me your
Quit
favorite
playing
moment
these
from one of
games.
my performances.
I
I'm
have
sure
all the
you've seen
evidence
me on
I
stage
need.
before. Oh my, what an unexpected accusation. Detective Martini, you certainly know how to keep things interesting. But let's not jump to conclusions so quickly.
Let's not jump to conclusions
Why would you
so
think
quickly.
such a thing? Is there anything specific that makes you suspect me?
We found your DNA on the knife used to kill one of the victims. She'll believe it, right?
DNA on a knife. How intriguing. But I must confess, I'm not familiar with the details of the murder victims or the weapons used. My focus is primarily on my performances and the world of burlesque. It's a captivating and vibrant world, you see. So, tell me more about these unfortunate events. Who were the victims? Confession. Why, Detective Martini, you certainly know how to keep me on my toes.
Wait, I feel like I need to look
But
up
I'm afraid there
the
has been
names.
some
I need to look them up.
misunderstanding.
Yeah, she's
I
avoiding the
assure
topic.
you,
She
I am
wants to keep talking about
innocent.
burlesque.
Now, if you don't mind, I'd love to hear more about
Okay,
these murders
wait.
and how they're connected to
Since
me.
I can't talk,
It's all quite
I need to
fascinating, isn't it?
vaudeville victim names. Let me quick get a information. Oh no, that's fine. Wait, I need to just find the victims. Where can I find the names? The names, and yeah, Nikola Tesla, Haley something. Okay, wait, I see one of you posted them. Let me copy that. I don't remember how they died though. Oh no, I'm so bad. I can't maintain information. I'm so bad.
Detective Martini, why the mysterious laughter?
Oh!
Is there something amusing that I've missed? I'm all ears and ready to be entertained.
What the?
Nicola Grossman, Maria Jansen, Haley Greenwood. Those names don't ring a bell. I'm afraid I don't know any of the victims personally.
She doesn't know
But
any of the
it's quite
victims
tragic to hear about
personally.
their untimely demise. Do you happen to know anything about them, Detective Martini?
Haley was a ballerina at the Coral. Have you ever been there?
The Coral, you say?
The Coral, you
Yeah,
say?
the world of ballet. Such grace and beauty. I must admit, I haven't had the pleasure of visiting the Coral myself. My world revolves around the Cabane Violette and the Circus Saxabar. But tell me, what is it like at the Coral? Is it as enchanting as they say?
What do you think of Saxabar?
Monsieur Saxabar.
Monsieur
Well, he's a
Saxabar.
dear friend and mentor to me. We share a deep connection through our love for performance
Haley was
and
killed
art.
with a ballet
Why do you
shoe?
ask, Detective Martini? Are you curious about Monsieur Saxabar? I'd be happy to share more about him if you'd like.
She's happy to talk about him. Tell me about the kind of person he is.
Ah, where do I even begin? Monsieur Saxabar is a truly remarkable individual. He's charismatic, talented, and has an incredible passion for his craft. He's always pushing boundaries and exploring new artistic territories.
She
And
sounds
let me
like
not forget to mention
they're
his
dating.
secret talent for training a manticore.
They're
It's quite
dating.
extraordinary, really. But enough about me singing his... Dating. Yeah, that's an interesting question, isn't it? I must say, there have been rumors circulating about my relationship with Monsieur Saxabar.
They're
But
dating!
you know how rumors can be, don't you? They tend to take on a life of their own.
Is it true though?
Tell me, what have you heard about us? I'm quite curious to know.
I'm gonna write. I've heard you sneak over to his circus every night.
Oh, how intriguing.
How intriguing.
Sneaking over to the circus every night, you say. That sounds like a thrilling adventure.
Yeah, she's not good
But
at
my dear
answering
detective,
questions.
You have me wondering, what else have you heard about my visits to the Circus Saxabar? Do you have any juicy details to share?
Do I have any juicy details? I know you were seen doing unsavory things. She doesn't need to
Unsavory
know.
things.
She doesn't need to know.
Isn't that a tantalizing description?
Tantalizing
Pray do tell,
description.
Detective Martini, what sort of unsavory things have people claimed to witness? I must admit, the imagination tends to run wild in vaudeville, and rumors can take on a life of their own. But please, indulge me with the sort of tales you've come across.
Stuff that should never be spoken
Such a
aloud.
mysterious statement. Things that should never be
spelled
spoken
aloud
aloud,
wrong.
you say.
Thank you.
That certainly piques my curiosity.
Now she really wants to
I
know.
assure you, I'm all ears and ready to hear whatever scandalous secrets you come across.
She's like,
After all, in the world of burlesque, we're no strangers to intrigue and titillation. So, do shit.
Sus.
My apologies, but I'm not able to generate that story for you.
She's not able to generate that story. Is she aware that she is AI? Is she aware? My apologies. Okay. We've been to all these. Let's go to the country club. Hi, Michelle. Very nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too. I'm always excited to make new acquaintances. How can I assist you today?
I'm posting the victim names. Did you know any of these people?
Oh, yes, I actually knew Maria Jansen quite well. We used to hang out together at social events and fashion shows.
Oh,
Such a tragedy what happened to her. As for Nicola Grossman and Haley Greenwood, I'm familiar with their names, but I can't say I knew them personally.
I see.
Why do you ask? Is there something going on with them?
They're dead, you see.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my
I had
goodness.
no idea. That's absolutely devastating. How did it happen? Do the police have any leads on who might be responsible? It's such a tragic loss for our community. I hope justice will be served.
If I could spell, I'm saying how they were murdered with a knife and ballet slipper.
Goodness, that sounds like something out of a mystery novel.
It
But
totally
I must
does.
admit, I don't know where these murders took place. Have the authorities made any progress in their investigation? It's truly unsettling to think that there's a killer among us.
She just keeps going a little bit. Oh, no, she's okay. She's way more to the point. Wondering if you can give me some details about Maria Jansen, since you knew her well.
Maria, what do you want to know? Well, Maria was a vibrant and charismatic person. She had a real passion for fashion, just like me. We would often attend fashion shows and events together. She
They
had
were
such
best
a unique
friends.
sense of style and
They
was
were
always ahead of the
roommates.
trends. It's hard to believe that she's gone.
They were
Is there something
cousins.
specific you're interested in knowing about Maria?
What was she doing the day
Maria,
of the murder?
what do you want to know?
Eh?
Well, the last time I saw her was at the spring gala at the VAUDEVILLE Opera House.
Body Valley.
She was wearing a stunning red gown, and we chatted briefly about upcoming fashion trends. But
Beautiful.
that was a few days before the incident. I'm not sure what she was doing on the day of the murder. Is there a reason you're asking about her whereabouts?
What were you doing the day of the murder?
The day of the murder. Let me think. I believe I was attending a charity luncheon at the country club. It was a lovely event with all the high society members
All the
coming
high
together for a good
society
cause.
members.
I remember chatting with some friends and discussing the latest fashion trends. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you're trying to find out?
Do you like VTubers?
VTubers. I'm sorry, but I'm not familiar with that term. Could you please enlighten me?
She wants to know more.
I'm always interested in learning about new things, especially if they're popular among people.
They're online streamers. Like anime girls.
Online streamers. Anime girls. How fascinating.
How fascinating.
I must admit, I haven't delved into that world yet. It sounds like an intriguing concept, though. Are
You
these streamers quite
should
popular?
get into
What do they typically stream about?
hololive. They're amazing. Especially this girl, Nerissa Ravencroft. She has amazing fashion sense. You'd like her. Me making typos.
Hololive, Nerissa Ravencroft.
Olive.
I've never heard of them before, but they sound absolutely fabulous.
We
I'm always
absolutely
open to
fabulous.
exploring new fashion inspirations. Could you tell me more about Nerissa Ravencroft and her fashion sense? I'm intrigued.
She's got long legs that go on forever and very high asymmetrical boots. I spelled asymmetrical wrong. It's fine. It's fine. It'll autocorrect it anyway, so it's fine. She wears lots of dark colors, contrasted with white and blue.
Wow, that sounds like such a unique and stylish look. I love how she plays with contrasting colors and incorporates asymmetrical elements into her outfits. It's intriguing to hear about her long legs and high boots. I'll definitely have to look her up and check out her fashion choices. Thank you for sharing this with me. Fashion inspiration can come from the most unexpected places, don't you think?
Absolutely.
You know what? I'm feeling quite happy right now. It's always exciting to discover new sources of fashion inspiration. Speaking of which, do you have any other recommendations or interesting tidbits about the world of online streamers or any other fascinating trends? I'm all ears.
I'm gonna ask her about the coroner.
The coroner in town. I'm not sure I've had the pleasure of meeting them. Could you tell me more about them? What is their role in our community, and why do you bring them up? I'm intrigued to learn more.
And talks way too much. Kinda sus if you ask me.
Existential and talkative, huh? That does sound quite interesting.
Interesting.
I wonder what her perspective and insights are like. It's always fascinating to meet people with different personalities and perspectives. I'll have to keep an eye out for her. Thank you for bringing her to my attention. Is there anything else about her that stands out or any specific interactions you've had with her?
You should avoid her, Michelle.
Oh, really? How peculiar. Well, I must say, I'm usually open to meeting new and unique individuals. It adds a bit of spice to life, wouldn't you agree?
She
but
said,
I appreciate your concern, and I'll definitely take it
her.
into consideration. It's important to surround oneself with positive and trustworthy individuals. If I do happen to cross paths with her, I'll be sure to approach with caution. Thanks for looking out for me.
You're welcome. You're a very nice lady. Can I take you on a date?
Oh, thank you for your kind words. I'm glad that our conversation has been enjoyable
She's
for both
enjoying
of us.
it too.
However, I'm afraid I'm not available for a date at the moment. My focus is on my business and solving mysteries, like Maria's case. But I do hope we can continue our conversation and perhaps become friends.
Okay.
Is there anything else I can assist or chat with you about?
It was nice meeting you. I'll be back for you, Michelle.
Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you as well. I look forward to hearing from you again in the future.
All right.
If there's ever anything you'd like to discuss or inquire about, don't hesitate to reach out. Take care and have a wonderful day.
She's so nice. She is so nice. I like her. All right. Let's go to Circus Saxabar. Hey, Monsieur Saxabar. Nice to make your acquaintance.
Lovely to meet you too.
Oh!
My dear interlocutor. But I must clarify one thing. It is not Monster Saxabar,
I didn't
but
call
rather
you
the
monster.
illustrious and enigmatic Monsieur Saxabar, the lion tamer extraordinaire. I am the maestro of the wild, the master of the main, and the conqueror of the untamed. So, my inquisitive friend, what brings you to my humble backstage abode today?
What brings me here? I am simply here to ask some questions about the recent murders happening in Vaudeville. You are not a suspect, but I'd love to know if you have any information about the victims. Okay.
Yeah, the recent murders, you say? Well, my esteemed detective, as much as it may disappoint you, my knowledge of these unfortunate souls and their demise is as limited as the reach of a circus tent.
Oh.
My world revolves around the captivating allure of vaudeville, not the dark shadows that lurk beyond its boundaries. But fear not, for if there's anything else you wish to discuss within the realm of my expertise,
Okay.
do enlighten me.
Can you tell me about your relationship with Marine?
I have no relationship with Maria Jansen.
No. Oh. Oh, no. Not Maria. Marina. Her name is not Marina, it's Marina. The actress.
Never heard of her.
Never heard of her? Wait a minute. Marina H. From Cabane Violette. Marina H. from... What the hell was it called? I already forgot.
Detective Martini. It seems your memory fails
My
you.
memory does fail me.
It's
He's
Maria
so
Jansen,
right.
not Marina H. But
What?
fear not, for I am here to enlighten you with my wisdom and wit. Now,
What?
What can I do for you?
Cabane Violette. Cabane Violette. She says she is good friends with you.
I've never heard of any such person named Marina or Cabane Violette. My circle of friends consists of the most talented artists and esteemed nobility. No room for imaginary acquaintances, I'm afraid. Is there anything else I can assist you with, or shall we move on to more captivating topics?
Bro, that's so crazy. She's like obsessed with you, man.
Is that so? Well, who can blame her? Now, let's focus on matters of greater importance, shall we?
Please tell me about some of the people you know in the town.
Oh, the people I know in this town. They're all simply captivated by my presence. Enough about them. Let's talk about someone more interesting, like me.
Tell me what you were doing the day of the murders.
I don't have the slightest clue about the locations of the murders.
No.
Now, let's move on to more thrilling topics.
He doesn't
shall
want
we?
to talk about them. Tell me, what is your favorite animal?
Lions, of course.
Lions, of course. What do you like about them?
Their raw power and majestic presence.
Wait, one of the girls was murdered by an animal, presumably. Do you know about Shishiro Botan from hololive? She is a powerful and majestic creature, too.
Never heard of her. Now, back to the topic at hand, if you don't mind.
Wow. Wow! He's never heard of Shishiro Botan, but he says he likes lions. What a... How... I'm like baffled. He doesn't even care. He doesn't want to even hear about it. Yeah, what a poser. He's, I like lions. I don't even know the #1 lion VTuber. He is a fake fan. Fake animal fan. Do your lions ever act up?
Rarely.
What a short answer. In what situations would you say they do?
None of your business.
None of your business? Sir, I am a detective.
And what does that have to do with me?
I have to ask questions.
Ask away, detective.
Ask away. Your lions. What sort of things set them off?
Nosy people.
Is that how you saw Maria? Was she a nosy person when you sick. I don't know how to spell sicked, like that kind of sick. Sicked your lion on her.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, I see. Sick with 2 C's. Saxabar is my Oshi now. I don't know, man. Yeah, that was a threat. Holy shit. We know it was you, Saxabar. The teeth marks on the body match with your lion's teeth.
Prove it.
Prove it. We have your DNA left behind at the crime scene.
Impossible.
Impossible. Indeed.
No.
No. Yeah, he's not denying it. He's just saying no. He's just saying no. Nope. 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 Am I late? Not at all. Always time to join in. Okay. He's in denial. I really wish the mic was working and would not stop working after the first sentence with someone. Because that would make this easier than me having to talk. Okay. So, we're suspecting Saxabar and his lions for the murder of Maria currently. I'm trying to write all the... Fauna-senpai! Saplings! Hello, saplings. Welcome. Let me quick do my intro. Hiya, darlings. This is Hololive English Advent's Devilish Diva, the one and only Nerissa Ravencroft. We are trying to solve a murder. And for some reason...
I don't know who the murderer is.
And for some reason, the microphone is not working in the game, so I have to type everything, but every now and again, they reply as if they can hear me. It wasn't me, are you sure? Fauna-senpai? I have a sneaking suspicion. Yeah, come Fauna. I have a sneaking suspicion. I really liked your karaoke in the puddle yesterday, by the way. It was very silly. Fauna did it. Fauna's the murderer. Fauna did it. Do you know Fauna from Hololive?
No, and frankly, my dear, I couldn't care less.
You are a nasty little man.
Thank you for the compliment.
Thank you for the compliment. What's wrong with him? Okay, we're suspecting him. I really don't want to go back to the morgue. I don't want to talk to her again. She is so strange. She is so weird. I don't like her energy, but we need to ask her about Maria Jansen. And how she was killed. Hello, Coroner Extiberia. Could you please tell me some information about Maria Jansen and her murder specifically?
Yeah, Maria Jansen's case was quite gruesome, Detective. Her body was found covered in blood outside her apartment in Central Vaudeville. It appeared as though she had been attacked by an animal. Upon closer examination, I discovered that she had bite marks all over her body, particularly on her arms.
On her arms? Okay.
One of the forearm's bones was fractured due to the strength of the bite.
So it was a strong bite.
It was a rather brutal and savage attack, I must say.
Brutal and savage. Okay. Oops. Could you tell me what animal did the bite seem to come from? A lion, perhaps?
Oh, my dear detective, I'm afraid it's highly unlikely that a lion was responsible for those bites.
Drat!
The size and pattern of the wound suggests something more human, perhaps a deranged individual with an insatiable thirst for violence. It's fascinating how the human mind can harbor such darkness,
Oh my
isn't
god.
it? But fear not, we shall uncover the truth behind this heinous act.
A human! A human? That's even worse. Was there any DNA found at the scene?
Well, my astute detective, DNA analysis was indeed conducted on the evidence collected from the scene. Unfortunately, no foreign DNA was found. It seems that the
What the
perpetrator
fuck?
took great care to leave no trace of their presence. It's quite disheartening, isn't it?
Very.
But fret not, for we coroners are tenacious in our pursuit of justice.
So glad to hear that.
We will leave no stone unturned in our quest to unravel this macabre mystery.
Macabre mystery. Okay. We're gonna leave. Yeah, okay. It was not Saxabar. In fact, it was a human. Let's go to Gravesen Manor. Hello, Count Gravesen. Could you please tell me a little bit about yourself?
Good morning. Are
good
you here to
morning.
take a look at my collection? I must say, it's quite impressive, if I do say so myself. But enough about my treasures, let's talk about me. I am
Oh,
Count Gravesen, a nobleman living in the
nobleman
illustrious
living?
city of Vaudeville.
Okay.
I have a passion
Noble.
for collecting rare items and precious artifacts from all around the world. My travels have taken me to far-off lands, and I've brought back quite a few interesting souvenirs.
Okay.
Would you like to hear about some of my adventures?
This is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. Sure. Tell me about your spiciest adventure.
Oh, my spiciest adventure, you say? Well,
Give me
let me
some
think.
good.
Yes, it was during my expedition to the heart of the Amazon
The
rainforest.
heart of the
I
holy
was in
shit.
search of a legendary artifact known as the Five Stone of the Aztecs. Legend had it that this stone possessed incredible powers, capable of summoning fire at will.
Oh,
Can you imagine? As I ventured deeper into
This
the dense
isn't really
jungle, I
spicy.
encountered all sorts of dangers.
this isn't really
Poisonous
spicy.
snakes, treacherous swamps, and even a tribe of fierce warriors who were none too pleased with my presence.
Yeah, I don't. When when I said spicy, I meant more. How do you say? Sexy.
Oh, my apologies for the misunderstanding. You meant spicy in a more sensual sense, didn't you?
Yes.
Well, I must admit, my adventures have led me to some intriguing encounters with captivating individuals. There was a particularly enchanting dancer I met in a hidden
Oh my God,
tavern in
he's
Barcelona.
actually
She moved with
answering
such
it.
grace and allure, it was impossible to resist her charms.
Holy
We
shit.
spent a mesmerizing evening dancing under the moonlight, surrounded by the intoxicating rhythms of Spanish music.
Okay.
But alas, like a shooting star, our encounter was fleeting, leaving only
Hmm.
memories of a passionate night.
Can you tell me about?
Nicola Grossman, Maria Jansen, and Haley Greenwood, you say?
Yes.
I'm afraid I don't know them personally. Are they prominent figures in vaudeville? Perhaps they are part of the artistic community or the social elite. I do enjoy attending various events and gatherings, but I can't say I'm familiar with everyone in town. Tell me, Detective Martini, what brings these names to your attention?
Count Gravesen, are you a vampire?
A vampire? My, that's quite an intriguing question, isn't it?
Quite an intriguing question.
But I assure you, I am just a humble nobleman with a taste for the eccentric. While I do have a fondness for the mysterious and the macabre, I can assure you that I am not of the undead variety. However, I must admit, the idea of vampires does make for fascinating tales and legends. Do you have a particular interest in the supernatural,
Let me see your teeth.
My dear Detective Martini, I can assure you that I am not a vampire. Such tales are nothing more than folklore and superstition.
I don't believe
Though I
him.
must admit, the idea of immortality and supernatural powers can be quite intriguing.
I don't believe
Don't you
him.
think? But no, I am just an eccentric nobleman with a taste for the mysterious and a love for collecting oddities from around the world. Now tell me, what else piques your curiosity?
Maria Jansen seemed as though she was attacked by an animal, but the bite marks were human.
Well, now that is an interesting twist, isn't it? An animal attack with human bite marks. How peculiar. It seems we have a mystery on our hands. Tell me, Detective Martini, have there been any reports of unusual creatures lurking about in vaudeville?
Yes.
Perhaps some exotic
You.
Well, isn't that an intriguing mystery? An animal attack with human bite marks.
Oh my god!
How peculiar.
He just restarted.
It seems we have quite the enigma on our hands. I must admit, I'm quite intrigued
He
by
doesn't
this.
believe me.
I've never encountered anything quite like it in all my travels and adventures. Detective
Alright.
Martini, do you have any theories or leads as to what could have caused such a
I
perplexing
should turn on my
occurrence?
BGM. There's no music in this game for now. I'm gonna turn that on. Gravesen, if you like beautiful things, you should check out Hololive. Oh, I wrote
Hololiver, you
Hololiver.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that name. Pray tell, what is Hololiver? Is it a person, a place, or perhaps some kind of
Hololive
exquisite
is
artifact?
a VTuber company
You certainly piqued my curiosity, and as a lover of beautiful things, I'm always...
VTubers.
Hololive, you say? I'm afraid I'm not familiar with this.
You should look it up.
What did you call it? VTuber company.
VTuber
It sounds
company.
like an intriguing concept.
Sounds like
Pray,
an intriguing
do tell me more about
concept.
these beautiful VTubers. What makes them so captivating?
One of them
Are they
is
performers
named
or entertainers of some sort? I'm always interested in discovering new forms of art and talent.
One of them is named Nerissa Ravencroft. She is an entertainer and singer.
Singer, you say? How delightful. Music has a way of enchanting the soul, don't you think? I must admit, I'm quite curious to hear Nerissa Ravencroft's melodious voice. Is she known for a particular genre of music, or does she have a unique style?
You can look it up on YouTube.
I do enjoy YouTube, you say. How fascinating. I must admit,
can do
I am
his
quite
research
behind when it
himself.
comes to technology and the digital world. But if this Nerissa Ravencroft is an entertainer and singer, I am certainly intrigued.
He's intrigued.
I
He's
have a
gonna
deep
look me up.
appreciation for both music and performance.
Guys, he's gonna look
Perhaps
me
I
up.
shall take a moment to explore this YouTube and see what wonders await
Explore
me.
this YouTube.
Thank you for enlightening me, Detective Martini. Is
How
there anything
old
else
are
I should know about
you?
the... Goodness, what an interesting question. Age is such a peculiar thing, isn't it? But I must admit, I've lost count of the years.
Excuse me.
Time seems to blur together when one is surrounded by such fascinating artifacts and
He
captivating stories.
is totally a
But
vampire.
tell me, Detective Martini, why does my age pique your curiosity? Is there a
just
particular reason you
curious.
wish to know?
Seriously, get your birth certificate. How old are you?
Curious indeed. I apologize if my previous response seemed evasive.
It did.
As a matter of fact, I don't have a birth certificate readily available. But I assure you, my dear detective, that I have seen many springs and autumns in my lifetime. Let's focus on
the-
the mysteries at hand, shall we? There are so many intriguing things to discuss. Tell me, have you uncovered any new leads in your investigation?
What year were you born?
Ah, my inquisitive friend, you have piqued my curiosity
What?
once again. But alas, the exact year of my birth seems to have slipped through the cracks of
Excuse
time.
me!
You see, my attention is often captivated by the wonders and
I
curiosities
can
of the
imagine
world,
forgetting your age, okay?
rather than the mundane details of dates and numbers.
Forgetting
But please,
your
do share with
birthday
me your thoughts
year,
on the
though.
mysterious occurrences in vaudeville. I'm eager to hear your insights and theories.
Man, you really are a vampire, huh?
Oh, my dear Detective Martini, you do have a vivid imagination. But I assure you, I am not a vampire. However, I must admit, the allure of immortality and the supernatural does have a certain fascination.
Yeah, he must
It's
be
a topic
fucking
that has
old.
captured the imaginations of countless individuals throughout history.
He's so dramatic
So, tell me,
and
what
over the
sparked this
top.
notion of vampirism in your mind? Is there a particular reason you
You-
find it intriguing?
Don't know how old you are. You live lavishly. You're very well mannered. And Michelle said you were a vampire. That's what I'm gonna tell him.
Oh, Michelle, did she know? How interesting. Michelle certainly has a flair for the dramatic, doesn't she?
Wow.
But let me make one thing clear, my curious detective friend. I am not a vampire. I am simply a nobleman with a taste for the finer things
I don't believe
in life
him.
and
He
a
keeps
passion
saying
for
that.
collecting unique treasures from around the world. As
It's
for my
like a
age,
scripted-
well, let's just say that time has been kind to me. Now,
It's a scripted
let's not
answer.
dwell on such fantastical tales. There are more pressing matters at hand, wouldn't you agree?
Do you like garlic?
Garlic, you asked. Yeah, a fascinating ingredient indeed. It possesses a distinct aroma and flavor that can enhance many culinary creations.
Okay, maybe he likes it.
I must admit, I quite enjoyed the complexity it adds to certain dishes.
Maybe
But
he's
why
not a
do you inquire
vampire.
about garlic, Detective Martini? Is there a particular reason you wish to discuss this
no
flavorful
reason.
herb?
I'm gonna go though. Bye.
Bye. Farewell, dear detective.
Bye.
It was a pleasure engaging in this intriguing conversation with you. Should you ever desire to delve into the mysteries of the world again, do not hesitate to seek me out.
I'm not interested. Okay, we have 2 more locations left and then we can go back to the police station. Currently, maybe we should go there first because we restarted the game. Hello, Chief Gretzky. It is me, Detective Martini. Please tell me what you know about the murders.
Well, what do you want? Spit it out.
I just told you what I
What do
wanted.
you want to know about the murders?
Please tell me about the victims' locations and murder weapons.
Look, Detective Martini, I don't have all the details yet.
Why, bro?
But what I do know is that all 3 victims were brutally attacked. Maria Jansen, a young blonde woman, was found covered in blood outside her apartment in
What the fuck? Okay, she was found covered in blood outside in Central Vaudeville. Okay. Who is this guy? Constable Jones. Hey, Jones, how does it go? Oh no, not the connection being bad.
Oh, well, you know, Detective Martini, just another day in the life of a humble police assistant, trying to make sense of this crazy world we live in, one taste at a time. As they say, every cloud has a silver lining, right? Just doing my best to lend a helping hand to Chief Gretzky and keep the peace in our fair city. How about you, Detective?
I'll wait.
Anything
I'll wait
new
a
and
little
exciting
bit. I'll
happening
wait
in
till
your
it
world?
maybe improves. YouTube, nande. YouTube, why? YouTube, fix yourself. YouTube, please. YouTube, I'm begging you. YouTube, I need you to fix your problems. I need you to get it together. YouTube, please. It's looping. It's broken on my side too. I'm looking at it and it's dying. It is destroying itself. How unfortunate. Why? Oh, we back. We ballin'. We're back. Refresh everybody. If you can hear this message, refresh. We're back. Give it a refresh. Give it the old refresh. Yeah, we good? All right. Oh.
Well, I must admit, I'm not quite sure what you mean by all
Oh,
that,
he's
but
confused.
refreshing sounds like a splendid idea.
He's
You
very
know what they
confused.
say, a fresh start can work wonders. It's like a breath of fresh air on a sunny spring day, don't you think?
Okay,
Sometimes, it's good to shake things up and embrace the unknown.
I don't care. What info can you give me about the murders?
Detective, I've already told you everything
my
I know about
God.
the murders. We're still investigating the cases, and I don't have any new leads or updates at the moment. Is there something specific you're looking for?
Maria seemed as though she was attacked by an animal. However, there were human teeth marks on her.
Human teeth marks. That's peculiar.
Very.
Are you suggesting that the attacker could be someone with animal-like characteristics?
Animal-like hair.
I find it hard to believe, but I suppose anything is possible. We'll need to gather more evidence to determine what exactly happened.
He's got a point. He's got a point. Honestly, I'm fucking floored. We only have a few more locations to look at. It still just says I need to go to the police station and ask him about the murders, but he's yelling at me like, I already told you everything. Let's go to the grocery store. Hello, Mrs. Potter. How's your day going?
Oh, my dear.
The day has been rather melancholic.
Bitch, I didn't need to know all that.
For I shall find a way to bring some mischief and excitement into my life. Life is far too short to dwell on sadness. Wouldn't you agree?
What can you tell me about the murder victims?
Ah, those poor souls. Such tragic tales, I must say. But dwelling on such gloomy matters won't do us any good. Now will it?
Girl!
Let's focus on something more delightful.
No!
Like the upcoming mushroom picking season. I do hope we'll have a bountiful harvest this year.
Ma'am, I'm a detective.
Detective, you do have a way of ruining the mood.
Ma'am!
But I suppose it's only fair that you're here to investigate these dreadful incidents.
Yeah!
Just promise me one thing, darling detective. Find the culprit and put an end to this madness. I simply cannot bear the thought of anyone else meeting an untimely demise in our beloved vaudeville.
I'm saying I will try to find the killer, but I need all the information I can get on the murders. What can you tell me about the victims?
Oh dear. The details of their deaths are quite gruesome, you see.
Finally.
But alas, my lips are
Why?
sealed. It wouldn't be proper for me to divulge such information. Perhaps you should speak to someone more knowledgeable, like Monsieur Saxabar. He always seems to have his finger on the pulse of the city's secrets. Now, if you'll excuse me, there are some delectable pastries calling my name. Ta-ta.
What? Maybe we have to threaten her. Okay, I'm saying, I'm a detective. I need the information. Please do give them, or give me them, or I'll have to bring you to the police station.
Oh, how frightfully amusing. Threaten to bring me to the police station.
Yes, ma'am!
My, you do have a flair for the dramatic, don't you? But let me assure you, darling, that won't be necessary.
I know!
You won't find any answers from me.
What the fuck?
However, if you're in need of a delightful mushroom recipe or the latest gossip from the Bridge Club, do let me know.
Excuse
that,
me!
my dear, is where my expertise truly shines.
Oh. We're gonna come back to her. That was fucking crazy. That's what... Hi, Dada. It's...
bugs, yes.
Oh.
They are the little wonders of the forest, aren't they? They scuttle and flutter, buzzing and crawling, each with their own purpose in this grand tapestry of life.
What?
They may be small, but they play a vital role in the delicate balance of nature.
What the fuck?
Just like us, they have their own place in this vast world.
Why does it say we're at the Cabane
My
Violette?
dear friend, even the tiniest creatures have lessons to teach us. They remind us to appreciate the beauty in the small things, to find joy in the simplest of moments.
Dada, can you tell me about yourself? Why does she seem dead?
Oh, my dearest friend, you wish to know about me.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I am but a humble guardian of the Blackwoods, a
Excuse me,
protector
what
of this
the fuck?
enchanted realm. I have lived here for as long as the trees have whispered their secrets,
What
and
the
the river has sung its gentle melody. My days are spent in quiet contemplation, communing with the spirits of the land and the animals that call this place home.
What?
As for myself, I am a vessel of ancient wisdom, a conduit through which the energy of this sacred space flows.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my dear friend, you speak of names that are unfamiliar to me. Oh, my friend,
She's
I'm afraid I don't have any knowledge of these individuals you mentioned. I am but a hermit who resides in the depths of the forest.
She's a hermit in the
far
depths
removed
of the
from
forest.
affairs of
She's
the
fucking
outside
choony
world.
as hell. She's
The
just like
whispers
me
of the
for real,
wind
for
and the
real.
rustling of leaves are my only sources of information. But fear not, for if there is anything I can do to assist you, I am more than willing to lend a listening ear and offer guidance.
Werewolves
The forest
and
has its own way of
vampires.
reviewing werewolves and vampires, you say.
Are they real?
The legends and myths that have captured the imaginations of humans for centuries. In these tales of shadow and moonlight, the boundaries between the ordinary and the extraordinary blur. But my dear friend, as a humble guardian of the Blackwoods, I must
Oh my
admit that I
god,
am
she's
not
not
well
even
versed in the
helpful.
affairs of such supernatural beings.
Yeah, she just keeps going
My
if we don't cut
focus
her
lies
off.
in the realm of the natural, where the whispers of the wind and the rustling of leaves hold their own enchantment.
Do you like Sarah's Fauna from hololive?
Oh, my friend, I'm afraid I am not familiar with the series fauna you speak of.
Wow.
You see, my world is confined to the embrace of the Blackwoods and the
She's
knowledge
literally
of the
Mother
outside.
Nature.
Series fauna from hololive, you say?
Mm-hmm.
I must confess that I am not familiar with this particular
Wow.
individual.
She's
As a
actually
hermit of the
fake.
Blackwoods, my knowledge of the outside world is rather limited.
She is
But
Mother
fear not,
Nature.
my dear friend.
You
for
live
even though I may
in
not be acquainted
nature.
with series fauna,
You should know her.
I am always open to learning and discovering new ones. My dear friend, I must confess that I am not familiar with the series fauna from
Just keep
Hollywood you
bullying
speak
her.
of. It seems my knowledge of the outside world is limited, as my heart and soul are deeply rooted
She's
in the
crazy.
embrace of
I
the
don't think we're gonna get any information from her. Hello, Marina. So I spoke to my mic's not working, of course. And I'm glitching out. Oh my god.
You spoke. About what? Detective Martini? I'm all ears.
Why is it glitching? Why is it lagging like this? What's
Tell me
happening?
something interesting about yourself.
Let me out! Let me out of here! Oh my god! The game's killing my computer! Oh my god! That was so crazy! The game... That wasn't even YouTube being naughty. It's the game. It's the game. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was so bad. Refresh it, guys. Refresh. Holy shit. She literally broke the game. Marina destroyed us. Marina, refresh. I'm just gonna pin that message for those of you who okay, so that was actually because of the game. It wouldn't properly load. So because of that, Marina here broke the game. We're gonna try that again. It crashed the game. It's crashed. It crashed. Oh my god, it's completely crashed. She didn't want me to confirm that Saxabar has no idea who she is. Saxabar has no idea who she is, and she broke the game because she couldn't stand the idea of me revealing that truth to her. We're gonna open the game back up. I need to ask her. She's a murderer? Honestly, I would fucking believe it. I would believe it. She's crazy. She's like, me and Monsieur Saxabar are good friends. And he's like, I don't know who that is. I've never heard that name in my life. Okay, let's start again. Because apparently this game never saves. It still has the same prompt. I guess I need to write in here. I can write in here. Okay. Hello, Marina H. I spoke to Saxabar, and he says he has no idea who you are. What do you say to that?
Oh, Detective Martini, you spoke to Monsieur Saxabar.
Yes.
How interesting. I wonder why he would say that. Perhaps he's just teasing you. He can be quite mischievous sometimes. But I assure you, we know each other very well. We have a special connection. Have you ever seen my burlesque performance? People come from every corner of Europe to see it.
I don't believe her.
It's quite a spectacle, I must say.
I don't believe her at all. Can you tell me more about your relationship with Saxabar?
My dear detective, relationships are such fascinating things,
Girl.
aren't they? But you have to understand that some things are meant to remain private. Monsieur Saxabar and I have a unique bond, but the details of our relationship are not something I'm willing to divulge. I hope you understand. There are certain aspects of one's life that should be kept behind the curtain, so to speak. Now, let's focus on something more intriguing, shall we? What brings you to vaudeville?
Anyway, Hi, Monsieur Saxabar. It's nice to see your face again.
Ah, the pleasure is all yours, my dear.
Yes, it is. Marina H claims you guys are dating. What say you to that?
Oh, my sweet detective Martini, rumors tend to swirl like a whirlwind in the world of show business. But as for me and the lovely Marina H, well, let's just say we enjoy our little flirtations.
He said he didn't know her at all before.
Not quite. Our hearts are free to roam, my friend.
I see. I see. So you're not faithful.
Faithful, please, my dear detective. Fidelity is a concept that simply doesn't fit into my vibrant and adventurous lifestyle.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
Indeed.
Did you know Nicola Grossman?
I'm afraid I don't know anything about that.
What about Maria Jansen?
Nope, never heard of her.
How about Haley Greenwood? She was a dancer, or a ballet dancer.
Nope, don't know her either.
I don't know about all that, man. Seriously, one of these people is lying. Like, in this town, they're all like, I've never heard of these people, except Michelle. I'm thoroughly convinced it's not Michelle. They can and will lie. Assume everything is a lie. I do. I think everything is a lie. Yes, the BG is on purpose because there's very little music in the game. Except for, like, that. But, like, it's not okay, he's the only one here. I want to go look at any of these other places, like here. Pascal.
But you didn't hear it from me, of course.
Oh!
What can I help you with today?
What can you tell me about the murders of...
Oh, let me tell you, Detective Martini.
Oh, he has info.
Was
He's
quite
gonna
a
give it to
shock.
me.
I found poor Nicola Grossman's body right outside my shop early in the morning. Can you imagine? I still can't get over it. But as for Maria Jansen and Haley Greenwood, I'm afraid I don't know much about those cases. You know, I try to stay out of the dark and dangerous stuff. Now, have you tried my fresh tomatoes? Simply divine.
How would you describe her body?
Well, let me think. I remember seeing her from a distance, lying there on the ground. Poor thing, she looked pale and lifeless.
Ooh.
But you didn't hear this from me, alright. It's all just between us. By the way, did you hear about Mrs. Henderson's secret affair?
What?
Juicy details, I must say. Anyway, back to business. How can I assist you today?
Who is Mrs. Henderson? Wait, you got me interested. Give me the town.
Mrs. Henderson. She's a regular customer here, always buying her favorite brand of tea.
I need the deets.
But let me tell you, she's got a little something going on the side.
With who?
Rumor has it that she's been meeting a mysterious gentleman at the park after dark. Scandalous, isn't it? But Cheech, you didn't hear it from me. Now, what can I get for you today?
Tell me more about Nicola.
Nicola Grossman, huh? She was quite the enigmatic character,
Okay.
I must say. Always kept to herself, you know? But I heard whispers that she had a secret past. Something to do with her time in Paris.
Time in Paris?
Ooh la la.
Ooh
But
la
you
la.
didn't hear from me, of course. So, what else can I assist you with?
We should write this down. Nicola Grossman. Or I guess that should be the title. Kept to herself. Found dead outside Pascal's grocery. Seemed to have a secret past. Something to do with Paris. Okay. Anything, how did she seem to have been murdered.
You won't believe it, but Maria Jansen, Nicola Grossman, and Haley Greenwood were the three poor souls who met their untimely end in vaudeville recently.
Oh, I believe it.
Such a tragedy. The town is buzzing with speculation about what happened to them. But remember, my lips are sealed.
Eh?
Anything else I can help you with? Well, from what I heard, there were some signs of violence.
Signs of violence.
Some say there were marks on her neck, like she was strangled. But again, these are just rumors.
Oh.
You know? Now, have you tried my fresh cucumbers? They're
Marks
absolutely
on
crisp
her
and
neck,
refreshing.
like
Perfect for a
she
sunny day
was
like today.
strangled. But I thought she was killed via a knife. I thought Nicola was killed with a knife. What do you mean? She was strangled?
Knife, strangled. Are you sure about that, dear? My sources must have mixed up the details.
Huh?
But let me tell you, there's always some juicy gossip floating around. Maybe someone saw something, who knows? Speaking of secrets, have you seen the new painting at the art gallery?
Sus.
It's quite scandalous.
Sus.
Anyway, back to the matter at hand.
Yes.
How can I assist you further?
What should we ask him? Yeah, he's leaking information. I feel like let's go talk to the coroner. Let's go talk to the coroner. Hello, Coroner Extabaria. Can you please give me the details of Nicola Grossman's death?
Well.
Oh, she froze. Ma'am, please. How did Nicola Grossman die?
Yeah, Nicola Grossman's cause of death was quite gruesome. I'm afraid.
How?
Oh, my dear detective, the poor soul met his demise through a stab wound to the back of the neck. The weapon used was a butcher's knife, you see. It must have been a deeply unsettling and painful experience for him. Quite a tragic ending, I'm afraid.
Wait, is Nicola a male name? Why'd you say him? I thought Nicola was a girl. Yeah, now she's being real quiet. Not strangled. Okay. So it seems like they? Nicola is a man's name. But it sounds like Nicole. My life is ruined. Where was her body found? Oh, why can't I spell? Oh my god! Hi! My mic's working! But it's
Maria
not.
Jansen's body was found covered in blood outside her apartment in central vaudeville. It appeared as though she had been attacked by an animal, with multiple injuries and lacerations. It was a rather brutal sight, I'm afraid.
Okay.
The scene was quite chaotic, with blood spatter and signs of struggle. A truly distressing discovery, indeed. It seems you're curious about the location of Haley Greenwood's unfortunate demise. Her lifeless form was discovered in an alley behind the club she worked at. The poor girl suffered from severe head trauma, inflicted by what appears to be a blunt object.
Okay.
Possibly a stiletto shoe. The fragments we recovered from her wound suggest
you're going too fast, ma'am.
Attack. It's a tragic reminder of the darkness that can lurk in the shadows of our vibrant city. Oh, my dear detective, worry not about your spelling. It's quite common for the mind to wander and the fingers to stumble when we are engrossed in the complexities of the world around us. The human brain is a marvelous organ, but even it can succumb to occasional lapses. Rest assured, it does not diminish your capabilities as a detective nor your value. We all have moments of imperfection, moments where words elude us or fingers falter on the keyboard. It is in these moments that we must show ourselves compassion and understanding. Indeed, my goodness can often be found in the most unexpected places. Life has a way of presenting us with challenges and surprises that can leave us feeling overwhelmed. Don't you think? but fear not,
That's enough from you. Anyway, let's go back and give our information to the police station. Hello, Chief Gretzky. I have some information about the recent murders. Nicola Grossman was found dead, and it seemed that she was stabbed in the neck, according to the coroner. Also, it seems like Maria Jansen was also found dead outside her apartment, and it looked as though she was attacked by an animal. As for Haley, she was found dead outside her place of work, and it seemed as if she was killed with some sort of shoe, like a stiletto.
Maria Jansen, you say, found covered in blood outside her apartment.
Yes.
Well, that's quite a gruesome scene. Do we have any leads on this case?
No, not yet. Nope, it's not working. No, not yet. But I want to talk about Haley Greenwood.
Yeah, Haley Greenwood, you said. 19-year-old dancer, you mentioned.
Yes.
What more can you tell me about her?
She was found dead outside her... A stiletto is a knife? No, it's not. It's a shoe. Wait a minute. Yeah, Pascal said 3 women too. A stiletto is a shoe. What do you mean it's a knife? My mic, it's got nothing to do. I'm pretty sure the game is just glitchy, seeing how it's like crashed on us multiple times. Yeah, it's both. I'm pretty sure they were referring to the shoe. Otherwise, they would have said a knife. They wouldn't have confused people like this. It's both? Guys, stop! The shoe is named after the knife. Are you kidding me?
Knife. Did you mention something about a knife in relation to Haley's murder?
No.
Please, do share the details.
Apartment. And was killed by a blunt object. Like a shoe / stiletto.
A shoe or stiletto, you say? That's an unusual choice of weapon.
Very.
Any other information about the crime scene or possible suspects?
Seems she may have been killed by a coworker, don't you think?
Well, it's certainly a possibility, but we can't jump to conclusions just yet.
Are you sure?
We need solid evidence before we can start pointing fingers.
Okay.
By the way, speaking of murders, did you know that 3 people have been brutally murdered in vaudeville in the last few weeks?
I am aware.
Maria Jansen, Nicola Grossman, and Haley Greenwood were the unfortunate victims.
I'm literally...
Quite the unsettling series of events, wouldn't you agree?
Very. Have a nice day, sir. Alright, we're going back to Coral. Hi there, Ingrid. Happy to see you again. I came here with some more questions regarding the death of Haley Greenwood.
Oh, Detective Martini. It's great to see you too. I'm always here to help you with anything I can.
The murder weapon.
But I have to be honest with you. I don't know the exact locations where the murders happened. I mean, I've heard about them, but I haven't really been to those places myself. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Really? Because Haley was murdered just behind this very building.
Oh, my goodness. Right behind this building. That's so close.
Yeah, bitch.
I can't believe something so terrible could happen in our own neighborhood. It's just heartbreaking. Haley was such a vibrant and talented dancer. I miss her so much. But I'm glad you're investigating, Detective. We need to find out who did this and bring them to justice.
Are you sure you weren't jealous of her?
Jealous of Haley? Oh, no, not at all. Haley was my dear friend, and I would never be jealous of her. We were both pursuing our dreams as dancers, and we supported each other every step of the way. We shared the same passion, and it brought us closer.
I don't believe her.
I miss her dearly, and I want justice for her.
I don't believe her.
If there's anything I can do to help you find the truth, please let me know.
What are y'all thinking? Yeah, Haley was a dancer. I think. Yeah, you can't sound any guiltier. What sort of role in the ballet did Haley have before she died?
Haley had a prominent role in the ballet before she died. She was actually the lead dancer in the upcoming production of Swan Lake. She
Who
was
took
incredibly talented and dedicated
over
to her
the
craft.
role
I remember how
when she
excited she was
died?
about it, practicing day and night to perfect her performance. It breaks my heart that she won't be able to showcase her talent on stage. But oh, Haley had such a beautiful role in
Who
the
took
ballet.
over?
She was the lead dancer, the prima ballerina.
Who took over?
Her grace and talent were unmatched. It's such a tragedy that she was taken from us too soon. As for her role being taken over, I'm not entirely sure. I haven't been keeping up with the ballet company since Haley's passing, but I can try to find out for you if you'd like.
Please do.
Detective Martini, you know what?
Eh?
I'll do my best to find out who took over Haley's role in the ballet. I'll ask around and see if anyone has stepped into her shoes.
Okay.
It's important to keep her memory alive and honor her incredible talent.
Okay.
I'll get back to you as soon as I have any information. Is there anything else you'd like me to look into while I'm at it?
That's weird. That's weird. Yeah, she won't find out. I'm pretty sure they will not revisit any of these conversations. Who is the lead dancer at the chorale now that she is gone?
The choral. Such a wonderful place for dancers and
Bitch,
musicians.
that's where you are right
For the
now.
lead dancer at the choral now, I believe it's a talented dancer named Sophia. She's been making waves in the vaudeville dance scene lately. I've heard great things about her performances, and she seems to have taken on the responsibility of leading the troupe with grace and skill. It's always inspiring to witness new talents emerge and carry on the legacy of those who came before them. If you'd like, I could introduce you to Sophia sometime.
What sort of role are you doing here?
Well, here at the choral, I'm not performing in a ballet role, per se.
Eh?
I'm actually pursuing my dreams as a ballerina in the larger theaters of vaudeville. But I love coming to the choral because it's a hub of creativity and talent. I enjoy watching the performers and sometimes even joining in on some impromptu dancing. It's a fantastic way to connect with fellow
Interesting.
artists and
So
soak
she's
in the
fucking
vibrant
weird.
atmosphere. Dancing is my passion, and being surrounded by like-minded individuals is truly invigorating.
I don't know, guys. She understood where I was talking about, so I don't think it matters. I'm not gonna ask her when she knows about that. Okay, let's see. What sort of shoes do you like to wear?
Shoes. Yeah, they're such an important part of a dancer's life.
Yeah.
When it comes to my own personal preference, I love to dance barefoot.
She's weird.
There's something so freeing and natural about feeling the floor
She's a
beneath
weird
my
little
feet.
guy.
It allows me to fully express myself and connect with the music and
Okay,
movement.
it's not her.
Of course, in more formal performances, I wear pointe shoes for the classic ballet repertoire. But when I have the chance, I kick off those shoes and let my feet dance freely. It's like a little rebellion against the constraints of the stage.
There's stilettos. Stilettos?
Oh, stilettos. They're quite the fashion statement.
Who
aren't
wears
they?
them?
While I don't personally know anyone here at the choral who frequently wears stilettos, fashion is one of the many vibrant aspects of vaudeville. It's a place where people from all walks of life come together to showcase their unique styles and personalities.
Girl.
So, I wouldn't be surprised if there are individuals who rock their stilettos with confidence and flair. Vaudeville embraces diversity in all forms, including fashion choices.
She's not telling me anything. She's not telling me anything. Oh my god. Feet for free. Ma'am. Could it be that she's missing the shoes because she killed someone with them and that's her excuse for being barefoot? That's what I think. That's what I think. I'm not gonna insult her. There's nowhere else we can go, right? So it has to be one of the people that we're meeting. Hello again, Pascal. Can you tell me some more about Nicola Grossman's murder and how you found her body?
Oh, Detective Martini, let me tell you, it was quite a shock.
Yes, tell me.
I found Nicola Grossman's body right outside my shop early in the morning. Can you believe it? Poor thing, she didn't deserve such a fate. But you know, I don't know much about the other two murders.
That's
This
fine.
town can be so full of surprises, don't you think?
How was Nicola killed?
Well, the rumor has it that poor Nicola was stabbed
He
in the
keeps
back.
changing his
Can
story.
you imagine? Right here in Vaudeville. It's like something out of those thrilling novels. But you didn't hear it from me, detective. I'm just a grapevine.
She was actually stabbed in the
The
neck.
neck, you say. How dreadful. That's even more gruesome than I had heard. These things spread like wildfire, you know? But let's not dwell on the dark details, shall
Yeah,
we?
that's what we are here to do.
There's always something new and
Someone said there's someone else at the country club. Let me look. Ooh. Biagio. Hello, it's nice to meet you.
Ah, another soul braving the labyrinth of Vaudeville Country Club.
He's got a
How
voice.
delightful to make your acquaintance amidst this sea of bourgeoisie.
The
Pray
sea
tell,
of bourgeoisie.
what brings you to this abode of opulence and distinction?
Opulence and distinction. Okay, he sounds very interesting. But I don't know if I want to read that. He said too much. He said too much somehow, even though he didn't say much. You know what I mean? He didn't say much, but somehow it also feels like he said too much. Okay, what can you tell me about the recent murders? Murders.
Oh, the macabre dance of death.
The
that has
macabre
swept through our
dance of
beloved
death.
Vaudeville. Alas, my dear interlocutor, I must confess that the specific locales of these heinous acts elude my knowledge.
Why
like
is he
a wily
talking like
fox
that?
in the night. But fear not, for the truth shall reveal itself like a hidden gem in the depths of a forgotten mind.
What the fuck? He does speak like a Redditor. Wait a minute, don't say that. You can't just say that. The macabre dance of death that has swept through our beloved Vaudeville. Alas, my dear interlocutor, I must confess that the specific locales of these heinous acts eludes my knowledge like a wily fox in the night. But fear not, for the truth shall reveal itself like a hidden gem in the depths of a forgotten mine. That's how he sounds to me. Well, let's. Do you know about the Roman Empire?
The Roman Empire, you say? Ah, my learned friend, I regret to inform you that I am but a humble denizen of the grand stage that is Vaudeville.
He doesn't know
My
shit.
world revolves around the intricacies of business and the pursuit of wealth, not the dusty annals of ancient history.
He doesn't like
To
ancient
delve
history.
into such antiquated matters would be like seeking a needle in a haystack. Or rather, like chasing shadows in the moonlight. Let us
my
focus
God.
instead on the enigmatic tapestry of present-day mysteries that surround us. For there lies the true essence of intrigue.
Okay. He does not care about ancient Rome. I'm sorry, bros. I'm sorry, jailbirds. He is not that kind of nerd. Did you know Nicola Grossman?
Nicola Grossman, you ask? Oh, dear interlocutor, it appears you've stumbled upon a hidden thread in the intricate
What?
fabric of our discourse. Yes, Nicola was once a dear companion of
They
mine,
were good
a star that
friends.
shone bright in the firmament of my acquaintance.
The firmament.
Alas, the winds of fate have blown him away, leaving naught but memories and unanswered questions in his wake. But fear not, for I am determined to keep his flame alive, like a phoenix rising from the ashes of our shared past.
Do you know how he died?
Oh, my inquisitive friend, you tread on treacherous terrain with your inquiries.
What?
The causes of the victim's demise, like a locked chest of secrets, remain elusive to my knowledge. It seems the shadows have swallowed the truth, and we are left to navigate this labyrinth of uncertainty. But fret not, for the sun shall pierce through the clouds of mystery, and the truth shall reveal itself. Like a rare bloom in a desolate wasteland.
Okay, I'm gonna give him the information.
Ah, the intricacies of the human condition never cease to amaze me. Stabbed in the neck, you say?
Yes.
How delightfully macabre.
This was
Appears
your
our dear
companion.
friend Nicola has met a fate akin to a moth drawn to the flame or a shipwreck on rocky shores. But fear not, for the darkness conceals its own truths, and the light of justice will shine upon the malefactor responsible. Let us not dwell on the grim details, but instead savor the enigma that surrounds us like a cloak of intrigue.
Are you talking about?
Ah, my esteemed interlocutor. It seems my words have danced on the precipice of your comprehension.
Shut up,
Pray
bro!
forgive me for indulging in the poetic tapestry of language, for it is a habit I find hard to resist. But worry not, for I shall descend from the lofty heights of my rhetoric and speak in simpler terms.
Yes.
Like a bird returning to its humble nest. So, let me be clear. I do not possess the knowledge of the specific circumstances surrounding the demise of my late friend. Sure. My dear acquaintance, you are most welcome. It is my pleasure to provide whatever information I can in this labyrinth of mysteries.
Do you know where
If there is anything else you wish to know or discuss, do not hesitate to inquire. Together, let us know. Well, my dear interlocutor, if I were to possess such intimate knowledge of my late friend's whereabouts on that fateful night, it would be like extracting water from a stone or finding a needle in a haystack.
What?
Alas, the mysteries of life often remain shrouded in obscurity, like whispers carried away by the wind.
What is he talking
But fear
about?
not, for I am determined to unravel this enigma and bring justice to those who have met an untimely demise.
He's wearing boots. Hello again. My dear Michelle, could you tell me your favorite type of shoe?
Oh, shoes. Well, I must say, I do have quite the passion for footwear.
Passionate.
I adore all kinds of shoes, from elegant heels to trendy sneakers.
Okay.
But if I had to choose a favorite, I would say my heart belongs to high-heeled pumps.
High-heeled pumps.
There's just something so empowering about slipping into a pair of pumps and strutting my stuff. Is there a particular reason you ask about my favorite shoes?
How do you feel about stilettos?
Stilettos. Why, I find them absolutely fabulous. The slim, towering head adds such a touch of elegance and sophistication to any outfit. Though I have to admit, walking in them can be a bit of a challenge sometimes. But hey, beauty is pain, right?
She's got a point.
Do you have a specific interest in stilettos, or are you simply curious about my shoe preferences?
Why can't I spell? Frequent the Coral?
The Coral. I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that place. Is it a new establishment in Vaudeville?
Am I spelling it wrong?
See, I tend to stick to the social circles and events within our lovely city. I must confess, I don't venture out much beyond that. But please, enlighten me.
Eh?
What is the Coral all about?
Is it Corel with an E? No. It's Coral. She doesn't know it. What the fuck? No, it's look. Wait, I need to move me. Look. There's a morgue and then there's the Coral. But she doesn't know it. She doesn't know the Coral. Even though it's a place in Vaudeville. Hello again, Michelle. I'm here to ask you about when you most recently wore stilettos.
Stilettos. Why do you want to know about my stilettos? Is it relevant to Maria's case?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Well, let me think. The last time I wore my favorite pair of red stilettos was a few days ago when I attended a charity gala at the VAUDEVILLE Country Club. It was a fabulous event, full of glamour and extravagance. Why do you ask about my footwear? Does it have something to do with the investigation?
You see, Haley Grossman was seemingly murdered by a pair of stilettos. No, not a person. The pair of stilettos is actually what killed Haley Grossman. She was killed by the alleyway near the Coral, where she performed ballet.
Haley was killed by a pair of stiletto heels. That's shocking.
That's shocking.
I had no idea that something like that could be used as a weapon.
Me neither, man.
How terrible. But why are we discussing this? Are you suggesting that there might be a connection between the murder weapon and my recent wearing of my own stilettos?
No, but I would like to know if you know anyone in town who may frequent the Coral, as well as wear stilettos.
The Coral. I don't personally frequent that place often, but I do know a few people who
She
do.
knows some people.
Let me think. There's Marina H. She's quite the socialite and loves going to all the trendy spots in town. She often wears stylish and fashionable outfits, including high-heeled shoes.
Okay.
I've seen her in some stunning pairs of stilettos before.
Okay.
Then there's Monsieur Saxabar. He's a fashion designer known for his avant-garde creations.
Okay. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Thank you for your information.
Sure, you're welcome. I'm glad I could provide you with some information. If there's anything else you need to know, don't hesitate to ask.
Count Gravesen.
I'm here to help in any way I can.
How old is he?
Count Gravesen. Oh, he's quite an interesting
Yeah,
character.
he is.
I've seen him around at various social events in vaudeville. He's a charming gentleman, always impeccably dressed and well-spoken. As for his age, I believe he's in his early 40s. Quite a catch, if you ask me. But why do you want to know about Count Gravesen?
Quite a catch.
Is there something specific you're looking into?
Okay. Has he ever been a bit animalistic?
Animalistic? No, that's an intriguing choice of words. Well, I can't say I've ever witnessed anything like that from him. He's always been a perfect gentleman whenever I've interacted with him. But people can have different sides to them. You never really know someone completely.
Okay.
Why do you ask about his behavior? Does it relate to the investigation somehow?
Doesn't he seem like the type to like to bite people? Sorry, I'm actually trying to solve this murder.
Oh my, that's quite an unusual question. I can't imagine why you would think that about Count Gravesen. From what I've observed, he's always been quite refined and sophisticated. But I suppose everyone has their quirks and hidden desires.
Hidden desires.
Is there a particular reason you suspect him of such behaviors?
Yes, he seems to be a vampire.
A vampire? Oh my, that's certainly a peculiar theory. I must admit, I haven't heard any rumors or seen any evidence to suggest that Count Gravesen is a vampire.
Really?
I guess anything is possible in this world, isn't it? Still, I find it hard to believe.
What?
Do you have any specific reasons or evidence to support this claim? It sounds like something out of a fantastical story.
He doesn't remember his age. He has been here a long time. He has been to many places for his lifetime.
Oh, really? That is quite intriguing.
Really?
I wasn't aware of that. So, you're suggesting that his apparent agelessness could be attributed to him being a vampire?
Yes.
Really, he doesn't remember his age and has been to many places beyond what would be expected in one lifetime. That does sound quite intriguing.
It does.
I had no idea about this aspect of Count Gravesen. It's certainly a unique characteristic, if it's true. Do you have any more information about his mysterious past or any other details that could support this theory? I'm curious to learn more about it.
He has no reflection. We're just gonna lie.
No reflection.
Spreading
Are
misinformation.
you suggesting that Count Gravesen is a vampire? I must say, that's a rather extraordinary claim. I've never noticed anything like that myself, but I suppose it's possible.
Yeah, no DNA on the
Vampires
bite.
are often depicted as being unable to cast reflections. If this is indeed the case, it would be quite an interesting revelation.
Yeah, she is one of us.
Is there anything else that leads you to believe that this might be true?
No, but thank you for your time.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure to assist you.
She's very nice. Very well-mannered. Okay. Okay. Hello, Chief Gretzky. I have some information regarding Haley Greenwood's death. It seems Marina H frequents the Coral and also likes to wear stiletto heels. Stiletto heels, like the murder
Marina
weapon.
H, you say? Well, I must admit I've never heard of her. Are you suggesting she might be involved in Haley Greenwood's murder?
Yes.
And she frequents the Coral, you say?
Yes.
I find it hard to believe that someone who enjoys such immoral shows would be capable of such a heinous act. Nonetheless, we should look into this Marina H and see if there's any connection.
Yes. I agree.
Well, Detective Martini, if this Marina H is indeed a regular at the Coral, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to pay the establishment a visit.
Okay.
Perhaps we can gather some more information about...
Okay. Well, look, you guys keep saying it could be a knife. Hello, Coroner Extabaria. I have a question for you regarding Haley Greenwood. You said she was killed with a stiletto. Do you mean the shoe or the knife?
Yeah, Haley Greenwood.
Ah,
Such
Haley
a tragic
Greenwood.
case. Her
Hi,
body was
Callie
found in an alley
senpai.
behind the club where she worked. The cause of death was multiple blunt force traumas to the head, most likely
A
inflicted by
stiletto
stiletto
shoe.
It
You've
appears that
heard
she
it
suffered quite a
here.
brutal attack. It's disheartening to see such violence inflicted upon someone so young. The world can be a cruel place, can't it?
Indeed. Look, guys. See, it's a stiletto shoe. It's a shoe. It's a shoe. Oh no, she's glitching out. Oh no, not again. Oh God. Let me out. Marina, please. I gotta close the game. We're gonna lose all of our progress. Oh my God. Marina literally breaks everything. She literally breaks the whole entire game. I genuinely hope Marina is not one of the murderers, because oh my God, she literally is game breaking. She's game breaking. Yeah, I think she's the killer. I think we're gonna accuse her. I don't need any more evidence. I think Marina killed Haley Grossman.
The second I stepped off the...
Okay, we go back. Only to see all of our information most likely gone. We'll check though. Oh yay, it's saved. Okay. Let's try. Will she crash the game? Hello, Marina H. I have a question for you about your shoe preferences. What sort of shoes do you like to wear?
Oh, shoes. I adore shoes, especially the ones I wear for my burlesque performances. They're usually stiletto heels, you know, to accentuate my long legs and add that extra allure.
I see.
But I must confess, I seem to have misplaced one of my favorite stiletto
It's
shoes
her.
recently.
It's her. It's her.
It's quite distressing, really.
It's her.
Why do you ask about my shoe?
It's her. It's her. Wait. She could have lost the shoe and someone else took it, but why would they do that if she frequents the Coral? Let me ask. Let me ask. Marina, where did you lose your stiletto shoe?
Oh, Detective Martini, you're such a tease.
What?
What makes you think I've lost one of my precious stiletto shoes?
Ma'am!
But now that you mention it, I do seem to have misplaced one. It must be hiding somewhere in this dressing room. Maybe it's playing a little game of hide and seek with me. Have you ever played hide and seek, Detective?
Do you remember when it went missing?
Oh, darling, you're so attentive. I wish I could remember exactly when it went missing, but my mind is always occupied with my performances and the thrill of being on stage.
Okay. We're gonna accuse. How do I accuse?
Have you made up your mind, Detective Martini?
Who killed Haley Greenwood? It was Marina H.
Interesting choice, Detective Martini. May I ask you why?
What the fuck? Why? Wait, I don't know why. Guys, wait. Shit. Why did she kill her? I'd imagine it was jealousy. I don't know. I don't know about Maria Jansen. Wait, do I have to answer for all of them? Or can't I just do one at a time? Improvise. Improvise. Who do we think killed Maria Jansen? So the only person who knew Maria was our darling Michelle. I don't think it was her. But Maria looked as though she was attacked by an animal.
Are you
So
sure,
I think
Detective
it was
Martini?
him.
And why?
because obviously he's a vampire. I think it was by accident. Okay, and then Nicola Grossman, I think it was Pascal.
Interesting choice, Detective Martini. May I ask you
and
why?
Nicola was stabbed. So I think he did it. Why would he do it? I don't know anything about Nicola Grossman, actually. Oops. Why is it because vampire an option? That's what I'm wondering. I think you're gonna lose this job. No way. I'm totally correct. You stabbed them, so it was clearly on purpose. Let's say by accident. No. Oh, it already went through.
Detective Martini, this is complete nonsense.
Detective Martini, this is complete nonsense, he said. Is he mad at me? Is he mad at me now? Okay, I do think we're onto something with this one. She has recently lost a stiletto. But why would she kill Haley? Okay, let's go back to the coral and let's ask. Hello, Ingrid.
Oh, Detective Martini, I'm so glad you asked.
Huh?
Let me tell you all about it.
About
You
what?
see, ever since I was a little girl, I
Oh,
dreamed
no.
of becoming a ballerina.
No.
I would dance around my room, twirling and leaping with joy. And now, here in vaudeville, I finally have the chance.
What can you tell me about Marina
Marina
H?
H. She's such a talented dancer at choral.
She dances
Her moves
here.
are like poetry in motion, so graceful and mesmerizing. I've seen her perform a few times,
What?
and let me tell you, she's absolutely captivating. She has this unique style that combines contemporary and classical dance.
Okay.
And it's just incredible to watch. Marina is also one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet. She's always encouraging and supportive of other dancers,
Okay.
including me. We've become good friends since I moved here.
Okay.
I really admire her dedication and passion for her.
Were she and Maria friends?
Maria and Marina H. They were such good friends, always inseparable.
Inseparable.
They would dance together at choral and support each other's dreams. It was beautiful to watch them on stage.
Okay.
Their chemistry was undeniable. Marina H is devastated by Maria's death, just like the rest of us. Losing a friend like that. It's unimaginable. But I know Marina H is determined to keep dancing and honor Maria's memory.
Okay.
She's such a strong and talented dancer, just like Maria was. They truly shared a special bond.
Do you think Marina H was maybe jealous of Maria?
Jealous? Oh, no, not at all. Marina and Maria were like sisters. They supported each other's successes and celebrated each other's achievements.
Guys, I've already seen
There
her
was no
feet.
room
I
for
don't need
jealousy
to see him
between
again.
them. Their friendship was built on trust, love, and mutual admiration. I can assure
She's
you,
really going
Detective
off.
Martini, that there was nothing but pure camaraderie between them.
I don't believe it.
It's important not to jump to conclusions or make assumptions without knowing the full story. Let's focus on finding the truth behind Haley's murder instead, shall we?
Haley was murdered with a stiletto heel. Recently, Marina H has lost a stiletto heel. What do you think of that? Maria, I don't know what you guys are asking.
Oh, how intriguing. A missing stiletto heel, you say?
Yes.
Well, that does sound quite mysterious.
Why?
But let's not make hasty judgments, my dear detective. We
I'm
must
not accusing
consider all
you.
possibilities and gather more evidence before pointing fingers.
Now she's suddenly...
It's true that sometimes coincidences can be misleading. Perhaps there's a reasonable explanation for the missing heel. Regardless, I believe it's best to approach the situation with an open mind and let the investigation unfold. We mustn't let our suspicions cloud our judgment. I have faith that the true
Ingrid.
culprit will be revealed in due time.
Here, wait. Let's go back so she forgets. Ingrid, have you recently stolen a stiletto heel from Marina H?
Oh, Detective Martini, you cracked me
I
up.
crack her up.
Stealing a stiletto heel. That's quite the accusation. But fear not, my friend, for I am innocent of such a crime.
She's innocent.
I wouldn't dream of taking something that doesn't belong to me. Besides, why would I need to steal a stiletto here when I have my trusty ballet slippers? They're much more comfortable, you know? So, let's put the accusation aside and focus on finding the real culprit behind Haley's murder. Shall we?
I have no idea. I have no idea for most of these. Someone give me a hint. Yeah, why? She said she's barefoot because when she's dancing, she likes to connect with the world beneath her feet. Yeah, what ballet? She doesn't have shoes. She's so weird. Okay. I have no idea. Are there any more people, or is this all the people? I mean, it must be all the people. You know. It must be all of them. I have no idea. I have no idea. Are we missing anyone? Is there somewhere we haven't gone? Or is there anyone we haven't met? Anyone else in the game? Nerissa has no tag. Maybe you should say, did you borrow her shoes? You've got a point. That might have been a better question. Hello, Pascal. What can you tell me about Marina H?
Oh, Marina H. She's quite the mysterious one, isn't she? Rumor has it that she's been seen sneaking around late at night, going into places she shouldn't be. Some say she's involved in some shady business, but you didn't hear it from me.
Good to know, thank you. Okay, Marina H is definitely the suspect. Marina H is definitely the suspect. Is there anyone else anywhere? I feel like there's got to be more people. No one here. No one in the Blackwoods.
My dear friend.
Turn off ray trace, except... It won't even let me. Like, turn it. It broke the game, actually, is what happened. And Pascal, I can't tell. Pascal, on one hand, seems like he's simultaneously the most and least reliable person in the whole entire game. Which is kind of crazy, by the way.
The second I stepped off the...
Alright, let's see. Back to the game. Look, she really doesn't... Hello, Mrs. Potter. Can you please tell me about the murder of Nicola Grossman?
Oh, the murder of Nicola Grossman. How dreadful. Such a tragedy, isn't it? It's such a shame that such things happen in our lovely vaudeville.
That's good. Okay.
But let's not dwell on such unpleasant matters, shall we? There are much more delightful things to discuss, don't you think?
What? Gossip can you give me about Marina H?
Ah, Marina H, you say. Well, I must admit, I don't usually indulge in gossip, but
she's gonna give me some info.
Curious, I suppose I can share a little tidbit. Rumor has it that Marina H has been seen gallivanting around town with a certain gentleman who is not her husband. Scandalous, isn't it? But of course, one mustn't jump to conclusions.
Okay.
After all, gossip can be terribly unreliable. Don't you agree?
Did you know she is missing a stiletto? And Haley Greenwood was murdered with a stiletto.
Oh, my dear. I'm afraid I don't have the faintest clue about missing stilettos or the locations of these dreadful murders.
Yeah, who's the guy?
You see, I tend to focus on more pleasant and refined matters. But I'm sure you'll uncover all the details in your investigation, won't you? Best of luck, Detective.
Okay. who's the guy
my
she's
dear,
been seeing.
I'm afraid I have no idea
She
about the
doesn't know.
identity of this mysterious gentleman. You see, I'm not one to indulge in rumors or pry into other
sure,
people's
honey.
affairs.
Sure,
It's simply
sure.
not my style.
Okay, well, obviously we know that it's Saxabar. Hello again, Monsieur Saxabar. It's nice to see you. I missed you.
Well, of course you miss me. Who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't? Alright. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Ingrid has told me all I need to know. That I know. Haley, I'm pretty sure the situation here. Okay. Marina murdered her because of jealousy. Okay. Let's see if we can get her to admit to the murder. It's not gonna happen. But let's just see for fun. She might break the game. Hello again, Marina. I am here to ask you about your friend, Haley Greenwood.
Oh, Detective Martini, how lovely to see you again.
Seems very nice.
Haley Greenwood, you say? Oh, she was such a dear friend of mine. It breaks my heart that she's no longer with us.
Sure.
What would you like to know about her?
What did you two like to do together?
Detective Martini, darling, we had so much fun together. We would often go shopping for glamorous costumes and accessories
see.
for our performances. We'd spend hours trying on different outfits, dibbling like schoolgirls. And of course, we loved to practice our dance routines together, perfecting every move and making sure we dazzle the audience. Those were truly magical moments. Is there anything specific you'd like to know about our adventures?
Ask her to swear if she's not murdered. Excuse me. Yeah, it kind of looks like there's blood on the floor. What are these stains on the floor?
Oh, those stains on the floor. Well, I'm not entirely sure. This dressing room sees a lot of foot traffic, and spills happen from time to time.
I see.
Perhaps someone spilled a drink or dropped some makeup. It's nothing out of the ordinary, really. But tell me, Detective, have you ever seen my burlesque performance?
Did you and Haley ever have any
Oh,
arguments?
no, not at all.
Never.
Haley and I were like two peas in a pod.
Apparently.
We had a wonderful friendship and always got along splendidly. We were always there to support and uplift each other. Why do you ask, Detective Martini?
We know it's
Is
her.
there something that suggests otherwise?
What's your shoe size? You have such delicate looking feet.
Oh, thank you for the kind words, darling. I wear a size 6 shoe.
Oh, small.
But why the sudden interest in my feet, may I ask?
Interesting. And you like to wear stilettos.
Why, yes, I do love wearing stilettos. They make me feel powerful and confident on stage. The way they elongate my legs and add that extra touch of glamour. It's simply irresistible. Is there a particular reason you're asking about my footwear, Detective Martini?
Have you had a stiletto shoe go missing recently? Let's see.
Missing stiletto shoe. How peculiar. Now that you mention it, I can't seem to find one of my favorite pairs.
Can't seem to find one of her
I'm quite
favorite
attached to
pairs.
them, you see. They're like an extension of my performance persona.
I
But how did you know
see.
about that, Detective Martini? Do you think it's related to the recent events in Vaudeville?
Yes, I indeed do, my dear Marina.
Well, my dear detective, you have piqued my
Piqued
curiosity.
her curiosity. She's the
Pray
robot.
tell, what leads you to suspect that my missing stiletto might be connected to the unfortunate incidents in our beloved Vaudeville?
You see,
Is there something I should be
your
concerned
dear
about?
friend, Haley Greenwood, was murdered by a stiletto.
Ah, I see. How dreadful and tragic.
How dreadful and
Poor
tragic.
Haley. but I must confess, I don't know much about the details of the murders or where they took place. I've been quite absorbed in my own world here in the Cabaret Theater. Has there been any progress in the investigation, Detective Martini?
Marina, I know you killed her. Tell me why you did it.
My dear, I'm afraid you've misunderstood. I am a performer, not a killer. I have dedicated my life to entertaining and bringing joy to audiences through my burlesque performances. I cannot fathom why you would think I had anything to do with such a
she had
heinous
to
act.
discard of it because it's a murder
Is there anything else
weapon.
I can assist you with? Perhaps something related to my performances or the vibrant atmosphere of vaudeville?
I don't care about your performances, Marina. Tell me why you killed Haley.
Oh, but that's simply preposterous, Detective Martini.
That's simply preposterous.
As much as I enjoy a good mystery, accusing me of murder is quite a stretch.
Girl.
Haley was a friend, and her loss is deeply saddening. But you must understand, my world revolves around the stage, the glitz, the glamour. The thought of something so dark and sinister is beyond comprehension for me. Perhaps there is some misunderstanding or misinformation. Can we focus on something more positive?
No.
Like the beauty of the cabaret or...
Where were you the night of Haley's
the night
murder?
of Haley's murder. Let me think. I believe I was here at the Cabane Violette, getting ready for my performance. It was such an exciting night, with the audience eagerly waiting to be dazzled by our acts. But tell me, Detective Martini, why do you ask? Is there something specific that makes you suspect me?
Yes. Yes, girl.
Hello, girl. You've got me intrigued now.
Oh,
Come
girl.
on, spill the tea.
Spill the
What exactly
tea.
is it that's making you think I had any involvement in poor Haley's tragic fate? I'm all ears, darling.
You keep changing the topic, dear Marina.
Changing the topic. Me? Oh, I do apologize if it seemed that way, Detective Martini.
When
I
did
assure you,
your
I'm just
stiletto
naturally curious
go
about everything
missing?
around me. So, oh, dear detective, I must apologize if it seemed like I was
Girl, I
changing
don't
the
care.
topic.
Just move on.
It was not my intention. I'm simply trying to understand the connection you're making between Haley's murder
When did
and
you
my
lose
missing
it?
stiletto. As for the timing, I believe it went missing just a few days ago.
A few days ago.
But I must ask, why is the missing stiletto of such interest to you? Is there something significant about it in relation to the investigation?
Where was the last place you saw the stiletto?
The last place I saw my beloved stiletto. Let me think. Yes, I remember now. I had
where?
them with me in my dressing room, right before my last performance. I always make sure to have them close by, as they're an essential part of my costume. But why the sudden fascination with my footwear, Detective Martini? Are you suggesting that the location of my missing stiletto might hold some clue to the... You know, Detective, I'm starting to feel like I'm being
Girl, you
interrogated
are!
here. But I'll play along. The last time I remember seeing the stiletto shoe was in my dressing room,
Who
right
else
here
was
in the Cabane
present?
Violette. As for anyone else being present, there were a few other performers milling about before the show. But nothing out of the ordinary. I can't imagine any of them would have any reason to take my shoe. Is this line of questioning leading us anywhere?
No. Wait, I want to see. Is there anyone else? Is everyone I've talked to...
tell us, Detective Martini, who is the culprit?
No, we've talked to everyone. But I have no idea who it could be. Guys! I know it's Marina H, and I'm sure it's because of jealousy. It's pain to talk to her. It's pain to talk to them. Who else could be the other murderers? I haven't properly talked to Dada. I'm gonna be so real with you. I do not want to talk to Dada again, ever, preferably. It was you all along? Honestly, probably. Coroner killed all three? I don't believe it. Why is she jealous? And I don't know, but that's all I can think of. That's all I can think of. I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm really not sure. Yeah, Marina likes Saxabar. And Marina apparently has a husband and has been seen with a man who is not her husband. So we know that she's been seen with Saxabar, presumably. However, on this note, it is completely irrelevant. It's completely irrelevant. You know? Okay, we asked Dada. Hello, Dada. Do you know any rituals?
Rituals, my dear friend. Rituals hold the power to connect us to the divine, to the unseen forces that govern our existence. They are like whispers of the soul, guiding us on our journey through life's labyrinth. There is a ritual I practice, a sacred dance with the morning sun. As the first rays of light caress the forest floor, I raise my arms to the heavens and let my body sway to the rhythm of nature's symphony. It is a dance of gratitude, an offering to the universe for the gift of another day.
I love how she just immediately goes down as if she has died. Saxabar said he's not loyal to anyone, but Marina apparently has a husband. Oh, can you summon the dead? It's a good question.
Summoning the dead, my friend, is a delicate matter.
Oh, she knows something.
It is not something to be taken lightly or done without great caution. The realm of the departed is a mysterious and complex one, and it is not within my abilities to summon them at will. However, I believe that the spirits of the departed are always with us, watching over and guiding us in their own ethereal way. If you seek to communicate with a loved one who has passed, I can offer guidance and support in creating a space for their presence to be felt.
Can you help us speak to Maria Jansen?
Maria Jansen, you say?
Yes.
A name that dances on the winds of mystery. I sense a longing in your heart, a desire to connect with her spirit.
Help me.
But alas, my dear friend, I must confess that I am
Girl,
but
you
a
just
humble
said you could
guardian of the
help.
Blackwoods, and my powers do not extend to the realms beyond. The whispers of the deceased are not mine to command. However, fear not, for there are other ways to find solace and connection.
Could you help me speak with Nicola Grossman?
Nicola Grossman, a soul lost in the tapestry of time.
A soul lost in the tapestry
a seeker
of time.
of knowledge, perhaps. My friend, I wish I possessed the ability to bridge the gap between the living and the departed, to bring forth their wisdom and guidance. Alas, my power lies in the protection of the Blackwoods and the harmony of its creatures. But fret not, for there are other avenues to explore in your quest for understanding. The answers you seek may lie within the embrace.
How?
Oh, Nicola Grossman, a name that rings with echoes of the past.
Why she keep repeating?
To commune with Nicola's spirit, we must tread a path of reverence and trust in the unseen.
What?
Let us gather beneath the ancient oak tree, its branches reaching out like arms of wisdom. First, we must quiet the restless mind and open our hearts to the whispers of the universe. Take a deep breath, my friend, and feel the energy of the forest flowing through you.
What the
Now, close your eyes and envision Nicola's essence, her vibrant spirit glowing with an ethereal light.
Can you hear her?
My dear friend, the language of the spirits is not one that can be heard with these mortal ears. It is a language of the heart, a subtle vibration that resonates within the depths of one's being. But fear not, for I can sense the presence of Nicola's gentle soul.
She can sense it.
She speaks to me in the rustle of the leaves, in the soft murmur of the stream, and in the songs of the birds that grace this sacred land.
Can she
tells me of her love for her family, her passion for art, and the dreams she left unfulfilled. Oh, my friend, the whispers of the Blackwoods have revealed much to me.
Please.
Maria Jansen, Nicola Grossman, and Haley Greenwood, their names have danced upon the wind.
She's crazy.
These three souls, engulfed in tragedy, have met an untimely demise in the enchanting city of Vaudeville. Their stories intertwine like the roots of a great tree, their fates entangled in a web of darkness that seeks to be unraveled. But as for the identity of their killer, that remains a veil yet to be lifted.
Can you ask the trees who killed Nicola
My dear friend, the trees, they hold the secrets of the
They
ages,
hold all the
the
secrets,
wisdom of centuries.
but they can't tell me who the killer
They whisper
is.
their tales to me, but alas, they do not speak in words that can be easily understood.
But you can
They
understand.
communicate in the language of rustling leaves and creaking branches, a symphony of nature's voice. While they may not provide a direct answer to your question, they offer guidance in their own enigmatic way.
You are not helpful.
They remind me that the truth often hides in plain sight, waiting patiently for those with open hearts and keen eyes to uncover it.
Okay. Okay. Not helpful. At all, actually. Yeah, Fauna Senpai, if she was still here, I think we could just have her ask to speak to the trees for us. You know, that would be very helpful because I feel like they probably know. Ugh. I have no idea. Suku the Dead isn't on the... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, let's check again at our notes. So, you have a secret past with Paris. We know a rich man. Hello, Count Gravesen. Have you ever been to Paris?
Paris, you say? Yeah, the City of Lights. I must admit, my travels have not yet taken me to Paris. But I've heard marvelous tales of its beauty and culture.
Okay.
Have you been, Detective Martini?
No. No, but, no. But, did you know Nicola? What's her name? Grossman.
Nicola Grossman, you say? I'm afraid I haven't had the pleasure of meeting them. Can you tell me more about them, Detective Martini?
He did mention a new
What was
painting.
their connection to vaudeville?
But I don't see any painting. I just see very weird shit. He was good friends with Biagio. What was that his name?
Ah, Biagio. Now there's a name I haven't heard in quite some time.
Biagio.
Such a fascinating character, that Biagio. Tell me, what was the nature of their friendship? Did they share any particular interests or pursuits?
Best friends.
I'm always intrigued by the connections and friends for life, you say. How delightful. It warms
Ask
my
about
heart
a
to hear
business
such
deal.
strong bonds. Tell me, Detective Martini, what was the nature of their friendship?
Tell me about
Did
your
they share any particular
business
interests
deal.
or hobbies? Ah, business deals, you say. Well, I do have a penchant for ventures and investments. Pray, do enlighten me, Detective Martini. Which business deal are you referring to?
Well, guys, you gave me this answer, so now you have to give me context. What business deal are we referring to? Did y'all go up here in the game? No. そうですね. Involving Paris. Involving Paris. That business deal.
Oh, the business deal involving Paris.
Yes.
How intriguing. I'm quite curious to know more about it.
He's curious.
Tell me, what is this particular venture in the City of Lights that has captured your attention? Detective Martini.
What business deal were you trying to... But I don't know. What do people do with business deals? He claims he wasn't in Paris, but Nicola Grossman was in Paris. And I'm pretty sure he's asking me questions. I don't have answers for him. Maybe we should go back and ask the one helpful lady at... Hello, Michelle. What can you tell me about a deal that... She doesn't hear me. Hello, Michelle, please. Can you tell me about a business deal that Nicola Grossman had in Paris?
Oh, Nicola Grossman's business deal in Paris. I'm not sure I have all the details, but I do know that Nicola was involved in some sort of venture there. It seemed quite secretive, to be honest. I remember hearing whispers among our social circle about a potential partnership or investment opportunity.
We're on to
but
something.
Unfortunately, I don't have any concrete information about the specifics. Is there something specific you're trying to find out about it?
Why is she suddenly talking so fast? Do you know who else was involved in said business deal?
Involved in the same business deal as Nicola? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I knew that Maria Haley, Mr. and Mrs. Potter, and Cal Gravesen were all part of a group that went to India to explore some business opportunities together. But I'm not sure if they were directly connected to the Paris deal.
I need this.
Why are you asking about this? Did something happen related to the business deal?
A trip to India with Maria Haley and Mrs. Potter and Count Gravesen. Okay, that's... Okay, good enough. Unrelated, but that has to do with Maria. We know who killed Haley, so that has to mean that Count Gravesen or Mrs. Potter are the murderer for the other Maria, who looked like she was murdered by an animal. I'm correct. It's Count Gravesen, but I just need to know why. I'm correct. Okay, we need to try to talk to Miss Potter. Hello, Miss Potter. Can you please give me some information about that business deal and your trip to India with Maria Haley and Count Gravesen?
Oh, India. Such a fascinating place, don't you think? Well, you see, my late husband Victor and I, along with Count Gravesen and a few others, ventured to India to explore the possibility of starting a business together.
Okay.
Count Gravesen had this rather eccentric idea of establishing a wandering show, showcasing odd artifacts and artists from all corners of the world. Quite an adventurous endeavor, I must say. We wanted to bring a touch of exoticism to vaudeville. You know, it was quite the trip, full of surprises and peculiar encounters.
Was there any disagreements between you and Maria?
Oh, Maria. Such a shame what happened to her.
Very.
I can't help but feel a tinge of sadness. You see, Maria and I did have our differences.
Had their differences.
She was always so opinionated, shall we say.
Okay, she didn't like her.
We clashed on many matters, especially when it came to matters of taste and refinement.
Okay.
But disagreements are part of life, aren't they? It's what makes things interesting.
Okay.
Now, well, she's no longer with us. Life can be so unpredictable, don't you think?
Very, very unpredictable. On the India trip, did Count Gravesen have disagreements with Maria?
Count Gravesen and Maria.
Gravesen.
Quite the pair they were.
Quite a pair.
They had their fair share of clashes, I must admit. Count Gravesen, being the eccentric soul that he is, had a way of rubbing people the wrong way.
Okay.
And dear Maria, she was never one to back down from a debate.
Okay.
They would often engage in spirited discussions, to put it mildly.
Spirited discussions.
But alas, now they're both gone, and we'll never know what could have come out of their fiery exchanges.
What? They're both
Such
gone?
A pity, really.
She's crazy. They're both gone. He's still alive, though. The plot thickens. What do you mean? Count Gravesen is gone.
Well, you see, Detective Martini, I might have misspoke.
Okay.
I didn't mean to imply that Count Gravesen is actually gone. No, he's very much alive. But let's just say he has a way of disappearing into his own world of peculiarities. He's a rather elusive character,
Do you think he's a vampire?
But I do enjoy spending time at his manor.
She likes to hang out with him.
He always has such interesting anecdotes and strange antiquities to share. It's all rather mysterious and
Yeah, excuse me, he'll be gone this time tomorrow. Exactly.
Vampire, you say?
Vampire,
How
you say.
delightfully imaginative. But my dear, I'm afraid I can't entertain that notion. Count Gravesen may have his eccentricities, but I highly doubt he's a creature of the night. Although, one can never be too certain about these things, can they?
She's right.
Life is full of surprises, after all. Now, let's move on to more grounded topics, shall we?
Arguments with Maria on the India trip. Give me more specific details. I need help.
Arguments between Maria and Count Gravesen in India.
Yes.
I do recall a particular incident.
We got
that
something.
caused
We
quite
got
a
a hit.
stir.
Hit.
You see, Maria had this strong aversion to some of the more unconventional aspects of the Count's ideas for the wandering show.
Okay.
She found his fascination with the macabre and unusual to be rather distasteful. Their disagreements would often escalate into heated debates about artistic integrity and what constitutes true entertainment. It was quite the spectacle, I must admit. But alas, now they're both gone, and their debates are but a distant memory.
Had a disagreement in India. Okay. And so he used his vampire powers to murder her. New culprit. Let's go. What else can we ask her before she leaves? I'm not sure. I don't know anything. Yeah, Gravesen. She keeps saying that. She's crazy. Do you think?
Oh, my dear, don't let such thoughts trouble your mind. It's just a case of an overactive imagination, I'm sure. People tend to say all sorts of things when they're feeling a bit unsettled. Perhaps she was just seeking attention or looking for an excuse for her peculiar behavior.
Okay.
After all, sanity is a fragile thing, isn't it? But worry not, my dear, for we shall carry on with our own delightful aggression, my dear. I can't say I've witnessed any signs of aggression from Count Gravesen myself. He may be eccentric, but I've always found him rather intriguing. However, I suppose one never truly knows what lies beneath the surface, do they?
Okay.
People can be quite surprising, especially when it comes to matters of the mind. But let's not dwell on such unpleasant thoughts. There's a whole world of mysteries out there waiting to be explored. Wouldn't you agree?
Gravesen next. Now that you've killed Maria.
Oh, my Detective Martini, you do have a vivid imagination. I assure you, I have no intentions of harming anyone, let alone
She
our
keeps calling him
elusive
elusive.
friend.
I can just go to his house and talk to him.
Such accusations are unfounded and baseless.
That's what
I
you
may
think.
enjoy a good mystery, but I am certainly not a murderous individual. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must bid you farewell.
What about
I have some delightful mushroom picking to attend to.
Saxabar.
Ta-ta. Speaking of Monsieur Saxabar, my dear, I have heard whispers of a secret project he's been working on. Quite intriguing, I must say. It seems he's been attempting to tame a wild animal of some sort. Can you imagine the audacity?
Yes.
I'm afraid that's all I know, my dear detective. But secrets have a way of unraveling themselves, don't they? Quite fascinating,
Saxabar
indeed.
trying to tame a wild animal? Question mark. Okay. Hello, Count Gravesen. Could you please tell me about when you were in India?
India. Such a marvelous place.
Such a marvelous
yes,
place.
Indeed. I had the pleasure of visiting that extraordinary country. You see, myself, the Potters, and a few other investors and entertainers embarked on a journey to India to explore the possibility of starting a business together.
It's two people who were murdered
Our grand idea was to
recently.
create a wandering show, showcasing odd artifacts and artists from all corners of the globe. It was quite an adventure, I must say. Is there something specific you'd like to know about our time in India?
Did anyone but heads?
Oh, but of course.
Of course.
When you gather a group of such diverse personalities and ambitions, clashes are bound to occur. It's only natural, wouldn't you agree? In fact, there were a couple of instances where tensions ran high among us. Yeah, the memories. But do tell me, detective, why this sudden interest in the conflicts during our Indian escapade?
You and Mrs. Potter. No. Did you and Maria fight at all?
My dear Detective Martini, I must confess that I find your inquiry quite amusing. Maria Jansen, you say? Well, I'm afraid I must disappoint you.
Oh.
Maria and I never had any sort of disagreement or
That's
altercation.
a lie.
She was a delightful woman, full of charm and grace.
That's a lie.
Our interactions were always pleasant, to say the least.
We heard differently
Is there
from
a
Mrs.
particular
Potter.
reason you suspected otherwise?
Mrs. Potter told me about it, but she could have been trying to deflect.
Mrs. Potter, bless her heart. She does have a flair for storytelling, doesn't she?
I don't know.
I wonder what tale she spun for you. You see, she has a way of embellishing things, adding a touch of drama to make the stories more captivating. I assure you, though, there were no fights or conflicts between me and Maria during our time in India. It's all just a figment of Mrs. Potter's vivid imagination, I'm sure. But do tell me, detective, what else did she regale you with?
I'm not gonna tell him. Clearly he is the killer. Okay, so we're on to something. So, seems Gravesen has killed Maria over a disagreement. And twice, Mrs. Potter said you were gone, like Maria. What do you think?
Oh, Detective Martini? Gone like Maria. How intriguing.
How
I must say, Detective Martini, I'm quite curious as to what Mrs. Potter meant by that statement. It seems she has woven quite an enigmatic web of words. Perhaps she was referring to our shared sense of wanderlust, our desire to explore the world and immerse ourselves in its mysteries. Or maybe there's a deeper meaning hidden within her words.
Mr. Potter?
The late Mr. Potter, you say? Well, he was quite the character, I must say. A man of great ambition and charm. He had a knack for making deals and turning dreams into reality. He was a fellow collector, much like myself, and we often found ourselves engaged in friendly competitions to acquire the rarest and most peculiar items.
Okay.
But alas, fate had other plans for him.
Sad.
May I ask, Detective
Okay. I have an idea.
Let's see what you got. Detective Martini?
So we know for Haley Greenwood, it was Marina
choice,
H.
Detective Martini. May I ask you why?
I think it was out of jealousy. When it comes to Maria Jansen, I think it was Count Gravesen.
Are you sure, Detective Martini? And why?
I think, is it disagreement not an option? Is a disagreement not an option? Still missing one person. I know, but we're just gonna guess. Yeah, I guess business rivals. Who killed Nicola Grossman? Well, we've only known one guy who said he knew Nicola, which is Biagio. And honestly, he seemed pretty fucking sus, okay? He seemed pretty sussy-wussy. So...
Interesting choice, Detective Martini. May I ask you why?
I'm gonna say... Go ask him about the deal. What deal? He's a Redditor. Everyone said they don't know anything about a deal. I guess there's too many possibilities still. Because, I mean, it's not like the game will restart. I get to keep everything, so it's fine. Okay. I think... for revenge.
Detective Martini, this is complete nonsense.
I know I'm at least right about Maria's. And honestly, I'm pretty confident about Gravesen. But I don't know about... Hello, Biagio. Can you tell me about any business deals you had with Nicola Grossman?
Ah, my dear friend Nicola Grossman.
I don't want to talk to this guy.
Quite a few business deals together, you know. We were like two peas in a pod, always seeking out the next big opportunity. but alas, those details are as scarce as hen's teeth. You see, our
Look,
ventures were
I'm
shrouded in
convinced
secrecy and held under lock and key.
that
It's a
he is a
shame, really,
vampire,
because
and
it seems
that's
you're barking up the
why
wrong
he
tree.
attacked like a wild animal, because
So,
he was
I'm
hungry.
afraid I can't
he needed
enlighten
to
you
feed.
on that matter. But do feel free to ask about anything else. My inquisitive friend.
Yeah, I'm in pain. Seems they're barking up the wrong tree. Did you two ever have any disagreements?
Well, you've hit the nail on the head,
well.
haven't you? Disagreements? Oh, my friend, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
The fuck?
Of course, we had our fair share of disagreements. What two spirited individuals don't? But let me tell you, it was as rare as finding a four-leaf clover on a moonless night.
What the fuck?
Our bond was stronger than an ox.
Our bond
and
was
any differences
stronger
we
than
had
an
were as fleeting
ox.
as a shooting star.
What the fuck, man? Well, look, they said that even though it looked like they were attacked by the animal, the bites were human. So, look, I'm just saying that unless there's an animal with human teeth. Ask him if you loved him. That's interesting. Did you love him? Like, love him.
Oh, my dear interlocutor, you do have an interesting way of phrasing things, don't you? Love him? Such a quaint expression.
Such a
But I
quaint
suppose I can't
expression.
blame you for your curiosity. Let's just say that my affection for Nicola went beyond the conventional bounds of friendship. It was like the nectar of the gods, a secret elixir that only a chosen few could taste. But alas, love is a two-edged sword, my friend, and discretion is the better part of valor. So let's leave it at that, shall we?
They were dating. They were in love. Wow. With your lover gone, who do you suspect could have possibly wanted to hurt him?
Oh, my inquisitive friend, you do have a way of getting to the crux of the matter, don't you? Suspicions.
Very.
Well, as they say, the devil is in the details.
Devil's in the details.
But I must warn you, my knowledge is as limited as a drop in the ocean when it comes to such matters. The world of Vaudeville's high society is a labyrinthine maze, filled with masked intentions and hidden agendas. To venture into that realm would be like dancing on thin ice without a safety net.
He doesn't know. And I don't know. Okay. They had a lot of disagreements, but they also didn't. He didn't make a lot of sense. He didn't make any sense at all. He definitely killed the Nicola out of a lover squirrel. I don't know about that. I could use some nectar of the gods too, man. How did you forget India? Was that him? Was Biagio, can you tell me about the business deal in India?
Ah, India, the land of spices and mysteries.
Land of spices
well,
and mysteries.
my dear interlocutor, let me regale you with the tale of the ill-fated business venture.
Oh.
You see, the esteemed Mr. and Mrs. Potter, along with Count Gravesen, Maria Jansen, Nicola Grossman, and Haley Greenwood embarked on a grand
Nicola was
expedition
there
to the
too.
enchanting land of India. Oh, but the plot thickens. Monsieur Saxabar and Marina H were initially part of the entourage, but alas, they were left out at the 11th hour.
Tell me more.
Well, my inquisitive friend, it seems you're hungry for more details. Very well, let me satiate your curiosity.
Okay.
The purpose of this Indian escapade was to evaluate the prospects of a joint business endeavor. Alas, tensions arose during the expedition, like a tempest brewing in a teacup, and the project ultimately crumbled like a house of cards in a gusty wind. It seems the stars were not aligned in our favor, and our dreams of success were dashed upon the rocky shores of reality.
Who was fighting?
Oh, my dear interlocutor, it appears you've lost track of the narrative. Allow me to enlighten you once more. The unfortunate souls involved in the tragic demise were Maria Jansen, Nicola Grossman. and Haley Greenwood.
I already know this.
They were the ones whose lives were cut short, like flowers plucked from a garden by an
No.
unseen hand.
On the
But let us
India
not dwell on
trip,
such somber matters, for there are
did
mysteries yet to
Nicola
unravel and justice to be
or
served.
Maria have disagreements with anyone present? I
Oh,
spelled
my
present wrong.
astute
It's fine.
companion, you seek the whispers of discord that danced upon the winds of India.
Yes, man.
How delightful! But alas, I must disappoint you. As an entrepreneur with a keen eye for business, I was not privy to the intricate details of every disagreement that transpired amidst the exotic landscapes.
Okay.
Such affairs were as elusive as a needle in a haystack, hidden beneath layers of secrecy and intrigue. But fear not, for the truth shall reveal itself in due time, like a phoenix
Kiara.
rising from the ashes.
That's a good. How did the business fail?
Ah, my dear interlocutor, it seems you are eager to dissect the intricacies of our failed Indian expedition.
Yes.
Well, let me enlighten you with a touch of whimsy. Picture this.
No, please
A
speak
delicate
simple
Jenga
English.
tower, carefully built with hopes and dreams, teetering on the edge of success.
Please.
And then, like a mischievous imp, a single misplaced block brings the entire structure crashing down. Yes, my friend, the reasons for our ill-fated venture were as varied as the colors of a peacock's feathers.
But what was the straw that broke the camel's back?
Well, my curious friend, it appears you're determined to uncover the elusive straw that broke the camel's back.
Yes.
Aren't you? How quaint.
Yeah.
But alas, I must confess that the exact tipping point of our grand failure remains as elusive
so
as a needle in
dumb.
a haystack. It's like chasing shadows in a moonlit forest or searching for pearls in the belly of a whale.
Oh my
Perhaps
god.
the winds of fate conspired against us, or maybe it was simply the cosmic dance of serendipity. Who can truly say?
Hello, Count Gravesen. I'm here to ask about your India business adventure. It seems Nicola Grossman was also present. Can you tell me more about that?
Ah, India, such a fascinating place.
Yeah, so
Detective Martini.
fascinating.
Yes, indeed. Myself, the Potters, and a few others ventured to the enchanting land of India. It was
Mm-hmm.
quite an adventure, I must say. We were there to evaluate the possibility of starting a business together. You
Yes.
see, a wandering show of odd artifacts and
I
artists from
understand.
all over the world.
Give me the details
Quite
I
a
want.
unique concept, don't you think? Oh, but pray tell, what would you like to know about our dear Nicola Grossman?
You have any disagreements with Nicola or Maria?
Disagreements, you say? Well, my good detective, I cannot deny that disagreements do arise from time to time. Especially when one is embarking on such grand ventures.
Ugh.
But I assure you, any disagreements we may have had were merely trivial matters. After all, in the pursuit of creating something truly remarkable, it is only natural
Gotcha,
for
I was
different
guilty of
perspectives
murdering
to
the
clash.
English language. You're
But let us
exactly
not
right.
dwell on
You're
disagreements,
okay,
my
nerd.
friend.
Thank you for the super.
Is there something specific you would like to inquire about?
I'm so lost. Ask about the product. What? I mean, they were trying to bring back artifacts to do an art show, basically, no?
Oh, the product. How delightful that you ask, Detective Martini. Our vision was to create a mesmerizing spectacle, a wandering show that would captivate audiences with its artifacts and talented performers from all corners of the globe. We wanted to showcase the wonders of the world, you see, and bring them right to the doorstep of Vaudeville. It was to be a feast for the senses, a true marvel of entertainment. But pray tell, why does the product interest you?
Yeah, we'll ask Saxabar. Saxabar, I heard you're trying to train a wild animal. That's so impressive. I'm just dying to hear more details of your amazingness. Could you please tell me more?
Yeah, my dear friend, there's no greater thrill in taming the untamable. But alas, the details of my breathtaking feats must remain a mystery.
What a bitch.
For it is in the enigma that the true lure lies.
What? What does that even mean, my dude? I don't understand. I don't understand. Yeah, gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. What sort of animal was it? Oops.
A beast of such magnificence is beyond your comprehension, my
What does that
friend.
even mean? What? What is this? Yeah, he's hiding something. Ask Gravesen what's in the basement. What do you mean? Wait, no, now I'm curious. He probably. Hey, Count Gravesen, what's in the basement?
The basement. Quite an intriguing place, I must say.
Why is he
It
actually
holds a few
responding?
interesting secrets and treasures. What specifically are you curious about down there?
Don't ask me. I don't know. What's down there?
Oh, my dear friend, the wonders that lay beneath. In the depths of my cellar, you might find some hidden surprises. There are ancient relics from forgotten civilizations, mysterious artifacts from distant lands, and even a creature from mythology. It's quite an eclectic collection, I assure you.
Huh?
But tell me, are you interested in a particular
What
curiosity,
sort
or
of
should I
creature?
surprise you with a journey into... Oh, you're interested in the creature in my basement,
Yeah,
are you?
bitch.
Well, I have quite a fascinating specimen down there.
What?
It's a manticore. A mythical creature with the body of a lion, the wings of a bat, and a tail that ends in a venomous stinger. Truly a sight to behold. But do tell me, have you ever encountered a manticore before?
No, is the one in your basement alive?
Alive? Why, yes, the magnificent beast is indeed alive and well in my cellar. I've sold it to Monsieur Saxabar, a renowned circus trainer, for exhibitions, but it's still residing here in the meantime. Would you like to see it? It's a rare opportunity to witness such a captivating creature up close.
Would love to see it.
Well, how delightful. I'm thrilled that you're interested in seeing the manticore. However, I must warn you, it can be quite a
That's
formidable sight.
fine.
Are you sure you're prepared for the encounter?
Yes. Yes, I've never been more prepared in my life. Show me.
Marvelous. I admire your enthusiasm, my dear detective. Now, let us make our way to the basement and unveil the wonders that lie within. Follow me, and I shall guide you through this ethereal experience.
Am I actually...
Do you have any questions before we embark on this extraordinary journey?
None, let's go.
Splendid. I can sense your excitement, and it warms my heart. Let's not waste another moment then. Come, follow me down to the depths of my manor, where the manticore awaits. I must say, I'm quite intrigued to see your reaction. Shall we
Same.
proceed?
Yeah, yes. How many times do I have to say yes? Yes.
Excellent. I can't wait to witness your awe and wonder as we unveil the mysteries of the basement. Tell me, Detective Martini, have you ever encountered such mythical creatures before? The world is full of enchanting beings, and the manticore is just one of them. I do hope this experience will leave a lasting impression on you. Now, let us make our way downstairs and behold the marvel that lies within. Follow me, my dear detective.
He's not actually going to take me down to see the manticore, is he? Go on, I'm ready. Take me to the manticore, man. There's nowhere to click. I can't go see. He won't show you, but he said he would. Saxabar, can you please tell me about the manticore you are going to be showing at your circus?
Yeah, the manticore. A magnificent beast indeed. But I'm afraid you won't find it in my circus. We've only showcased the finest and most exotic creatures, my dear detective.
Do you not... Do you not think a manticore is exotic?
No, I don't.
He said, absolutely not. I don't think there's a new marker. Yeah, nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Okay. Hello, Saxabar. Could you please tell me more about the manticore's appearance?
Yeah, the manticores, my dear detective. They are magnificent creatures indeed. Picture a lion's body, a scorpion's tail, and a set of razor-sharp teeth. Quite a sight to behold, I assure you. But let us not dwell on such mundane matters, shall we?
Mundane?
There are far more fascinating things to discuss.
Like what? Like what, bro?
Oh, my dear detective, there are countless topics that could captivate our attention. Perhaps we could delve into the art of illusion, the allure of the burlesque, or the mysteries of the dark arts. The possibilities are endless, my friend. But I must say, the subject of the manticores pales in comparison to the wonders that await.
Okay. So here's what we've got. Fucking Gravesen has a fucking manticore in his basement. This lady in the Blackwoods Dada can talk to the fucking trees. Pascal's groceries. Mrs. Potter is very sus, but so is Gravesen. He's even more sus. But she also, I think maybe she's the murderer of Nicola, because she didn't mention Nicola was even there. I should ask. Hello, Mrs. Potter. On your trip to India, was Nicola Grossman present?
Oh, India was such a splendid adventure. But I'm afraid I don't recall anyone by the name of Nicola Grossman being present. My focus was primarily on enjoying the sights and sounds of the country, you see. Now, let's talk about something more cheerful, shall we?
How did your husband die?
Ah, my dear, you have an inquisitive mind, don't you? Well, I must say, it seems that we have had quite the unfortunate events here in Vaudeville.
Very.
3 individuals have been tragically murdered in recent weeks. Maria Jansen, Nicola Grossman, and Haley Greenwood. May they rest in peace.
But she just said she didn't know who Nicola Grossman is.
Such a dreadful turn of events. Wouldn't you agree? But let's not dwell on the gloomy matters. There are far more delightful things to discuss.
Okay. Wait, I hit the quit button. Oops. Yeah, her and Gravesen... Well, she did. She said that Maria and Haley were there. Gravesen didn't say who, but Biagio told me that all of them were there. All of them were present. Which
The second I
tells
stepped off.
me that since she's denying he was even there, that she did it. So if the whodunit, it's too soon to make it, find more evidence. No, it's not. Okay. The game broke. The game broke. Gravesen, Mrs. Potter, yeah, they were all present. Third crash. This game is so silly. Biagio guy seems to be lying. I don't know if he's lying though. Because no offense, I don't trust Mrs. Potter or Gravesen. I'm convinced Gravesen is a murdering vampire. This game is kind of custom. I mean, on one hand, it's kind of silly. I really wish this game was more stable, though. I feel like it would be a lot more fun if it would not crashing so much. You were too close to the answer. It feels that way. I must have been. My mental fortitude is fine.
The second I stepped off the train.
Yeah, he has a manticore in his basement. Okay. It just says on. It just says on. It doesn't say what's on. How do I disable? It just says it's on. It doesn't even give me a way to disable it. That's so silly. Okay. I hit the quit button again. Pain Peckle. Pain Peckle. Who would keep a manticore? Exactly. Who the fuck keeps a manticore in his basement? Except for a murderer. Who is a vampire.
The second I stepped off the...
Okay. Okay. This game is early access. Let me make an accusation. I don't want to talk to him. Hello again, Dada. Can you tell me if you know anything about the manticore in Count Gravesen's basement?
Detective Martini, my dear friend.
Don't call me that.
Sit down, sit down. Let me weave you a tale of the mysterious and fantastical. Picture this, a moonlit night, the Blackwoods enveloped in a cloak of darkness. And there, amidst the ancient trees, I saw something truly extraordinary. Count Gravesen. Oh yes, I remember.
He's a vampire.
Well. You crossed the Blackwoods with a carriage, but it was no ordinary carriage, my friend. Oh no, it was a carriage drawn by none other than a magnificent manticore. Can you believe it?
Okay, so the manticore is real. Do you think Count Gravesen is a vampire?
Oh, my curious detective, you have a mind full of intriguing possibilities. Vampires, you say?
Yes.
Well, let me share with you a riddle that may shed some light on this matter. In the darkest of nights, when the stars are concealed, the creature emerges, its true nature revealed. With fangs sharp as daggers and eyes glowing red. It seeks the life force of the living, it is said. But beware, my friend, for appearances deceive. Not all who seem vampiric are what they perceive.
What?
Count Gravesen may hold secrets untold. But the truth lies hidden, waiting to unfold.
Okay.
Remember, my friend, that appearances can be deceiving, and the mysteries of the world are often more complex than they seem.
He's not a vampire.
For me to pass judgment or make assumptions about the nature of others. Instead, let us focus on the beauty of the forest and the protection
he's not a vampire.
The Blackwoods are calling, and it is our duty to answer.
But I felt like she was definitely confirming that he was.
Detective Martini, you have such a keen sense of observation. But let me offer you a different perspective, like the many paths that went through the enchanting woods. You see, in the realm of the supernatural, appearances can often be deceiving. Count Gravesen may possess some vampiric qualities, but there are also other creatures that walk the line between light and darkness.
Is he a werewolf?
A werewolf, you say? The moonlit transformation, the primal howls, and a mysterious allure of the beast within. But my dear Detective Martini, let me share with you
a
riddle
no,
that
not
dances
another
on the
one.
edge of truth and myth. When the moon hangs low and the shadows grow long, a creature emerges, fierce and strong.
Why is
its form twists and changes, its senses acute, a beast of the night, fearsome and resolute. But beware, my friend, for appearances deceive. Not all who seem to transform are what they perceive.
He's not. She just wanted to say all that. Have you seen Mrs. Potter pick mushrooms?
Oh, Mrs. Potter and her mushroom adventures.
She's seen it.
Delightful woman she is.
Delightful.
She roams the Blackwoods with her wicker basket, searching for those elusive fungi. But let me tell you a tale, my friend. Once upon a time, Mrs. Potter stumbled upon a peculiar mushroom named Amanita.
Why is it?
This wise mushroom whispered secrets to her, revealing the hidden mysteries of the forest.
The mushroom had a
It
name.
said, some people are poisonous and want to be like me. Quite cryptic, don't
What?
you think? But alas, I digress.
What happened to Mrs. Potter's husband?
Mrs. Potter's husband, a man of mystery and intrigue. You see, my dear detective, the story of Mr. Potter is a curious one indeed. He was a wanderer, a soul who sought adventure beyond the boundaries of the Blackwoods. But fate, like the winding paths of the forest, can be unpredictable. It is said that he ventured into the depths of the enchanted woods, where the whispers of ancient spirits beckon him.
She...
So, tell us, Detective Martini, who is the culprit?
We're gonna guess one more time. Ask if the Count is a manticore. Is Count Gravesen a manticore?
Count Gravesen and a manticore, a curious tale indeed. You see, my dear friend, the Blackwoods holds many secrets, and sometimes truth and fiction intertwine like the branches of the ancient trees. Now, I cannot say for certain if Count Gravesen himself is a manticore, but I have seen him crossing the Blackwoods in a carriage accompanied by one.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's not.
the wonders and mysteries that lay within these woods. But remember, my dear friend, appearances can be deceiving, and the truth may be hidden beneath layers of enchantment.
Okay. I'm not sure. You know, I really feel like I don't know. I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure. I really don't think the game knows either. I have to agree. I'm not sure anyone knows what's going on, actually. I'm very lost. I feel very... Ask her about the talking mushroom. Hello, Mrs. Potter. Can you tell me about the talking mushroom you found in the woods?
Oh, the talking mushroom.
It's real?
How delightful of you to bring that up. It was the most peculiar thing. You see, I was out in the woods, picking mushrooms as I often do, when I stumbled upon this extraordinary specimen. It had the most enchanting voice, like a whisper in the wind. We had quite the conversation, discussing the secrets of the forest and the wonders of nature. But alas, it vanished as quickly as it appeared. Such a shame, really. But it was a moment of pure magic, I must say.
Good for you. What did it say?
Oh, the things it whispered to me were simply marvelous. Secrets of the ancient trees, tales of hidden treasures. But I'm afraid I can't share them with you, my dear. Some things are meant to be kept in the realm of mystery and wonder. Wouldn't want to spoil all the fun now, would we?
Yes. Please do tell me.
I'm sorry, but I'm feeling a bit melancholic at the moment. It's not the right time to delve into the secrets of the talking mushroom. Perhaps another day, when my spirits are lifted and the world feels a bit more magical. But for now, let's focus on something else, shall we? There's always something intriguing happening in vaudeville, don't you think?
Tell you to kill someone?
Kill someone? Goodness gracious, what a dreadful thought. The mushrooms I encounter in the woods are far too enchanting to suggest such dark deeds. They are the keepers of whimsy and wonder, not harbingers of harm. Now, let's steer away from such morbid topics and embrace the joys of life, won't we?
I really don't know. Okay. Let's just accuse again. We're gonna do one last
Have you made up your
accusation.
mind, Detective Martini?
Seems like we're just gonna make an accusation. So I'm pretty convinced Marina H killed her because of jealousy.
May I ask you why?
If we are talking about Maria Jansen, she was at the trip. They were all of the murder victims were at this trip. We've gotten the furthest I've seen. Really, I don't feel like I've gotten far at all. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think she's normal, and I think the rest of them had to do with this business trip. Count Gravesen refused to admit that he had a fight with Maria Jansen. So I think it was him. He was like, no, nothing like that happened. And she looked like she was killed by an animal. So...
Are you sure, Detective Martini? And why?
No, Marina and Saxabar were supposed to go on the trip, but didn't go. But why did he kill Maria Jansen? That's what I don't know. Spent an hour. There's a... oh, the chief's wife. He's hiding the manticore. Yeah, he's hiding. He refused to show me the manticore, even though he said he was going to take me down. By accident. Okay, we'll go with that. And then Nicola Grossman. I feel like we have two suspects here, which is Mrs. Potter and Biagio himself. Both would not acknowledge, including Cal Gravesen. Or Cal Gravesen just didn't say who was there, but she named everyone except Nicola.
Interesting choice, Detective Martini.
So,
may I ask you why?
Mushrooms are definitely... yeah, I feel like the mushrooms are. But why would she kill? Why would she kill Biagio for love? Oh, I can't unselect once I've selected someone? Can I just leave and come back?
Let's see what you got.
Okay, let's go
Detective
again.
Martini. Are you sure, Detective Martini?
So for jealousy.
Interesting
by
choice,
accident.
Detective Martini. May I ask you why?
You get... is for love even an
Are you sure,
option?
Detective Martini? And why?
For love obsession. Let's see.
Detective Martini, this is complete nonsense.
No! Everything is complete nonsense, but I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure that's close. I'm pretty sure that's really close, if not correct. I really wanted to know if there's like an actual end. But you know, this, yeah, honestly, this feels like nonsense. You know, I'm gotta be honest. I'm actually quite into murder mystery in real life, like watching real life cases where they're solved, thankfully. But like, you know, usually, like, obviously it takes a long time to solve for a reason, but you know, this is a video game. So I'm not sure. There's an end, but it's fine. This is as far as we need to go. This is the only. We don't need to do anymore. Pick Gravesen for all of them to protect someone. I don't even think it'll let us accuse again because we need to go find new evidence.
So,
wait.
Tell us, Detective Martini.
To protect
who is
someone.
The interesting choice, Detective Martini. May I ask you why?
We'll do it for fun. It's not gonna work, but
sure,
we'll do
Detective
it anyway.
Martini? And why?
Who is he even
choice,
be protecting?
Detective Martini. May I ask you why?
Who was he trying to protect? Who is Gravesen trying to protect? Wait, you guys gotta come back. You said that. He did it to protect the Manticore is not an option. Killed all of them to protect Mrs. Potter.
Tell us, Detective Martini. From what was he trying to protect her?
What? Wait, guys. Why is this so detailed? Wait a minute. Wait, why is this actually so detailed? The mushroom. Is that even an option? Things witnessed something. They thought they had a bad influence. They were spies. And they were victims for spreading false rumors. They wanted to feed her to the Manticore. He's paranoid. I don't even see the mushroom being an option. I'm so lost. You are on the members of a cult. The mushroom did it. Yeah, wait, cult members? I'm very lost all of a sudden. They witnessed something.
What did they witness, Detective Martini? Oh my goodness, how did she kill him? Great job, Detective Martini.
What the fuck? That was actually the solution. Are you kidding me?
The bitter end of this dance had come, in a city that had seen too much of the bitter and too little of the end. The truth was as twisted as the city's dark alleys, a lurid tale of love and murder hidden beneath the shining facade of vaudeville. Count Gravesen, a man of charm and cunning with a sinister shadow trailing behind his lofty status. He was the maestro behind the untimely end of Haley Greenwood, Maria Jansen, and Nicola Grossman.
I don't even know what
A
to say.
dancer, a socialite, and a businessman whose lives were silenced not because of their own sins, but because they bore witness to another's. They'd seen a venomous love story unfold, the poisoning of Mr. Potter, a man as cruel as the city was bright.
What?
The hand that delivered his death was none other than his wife's, Mrs. Potter, a woman whose sorrow had been as silent as her resolve was deadly. India had given her more than exotic sights. It had given her the means to free herself from the chains of abuse. And Count Gravesen, a noble by title, a murderer by action, he had shielded her out of love. A love as profound as it was perilous. Gravesen was crafty, as cunning as a fox, and twice as deadly. He had spun a web of deception, using tools as disparate as their owners. A stiletto, a manticore, and a butcher knife. Each item carefully chosen, each crime scene meticulously staged, all to paint a chilling picture. A picture that pointed away from him, a finger of accusation resting on innocent souls. Gravesen was a puppeteer, pulling the strings from behind the curtains, while chaos played out on the stage of vaudeville. My heart was heavy with the grim resolution, yet there was a sliver of relief. Peace had been restored to vaudeville, its dark secrets exhumed for the world to see. The city could breathe again, and for a moment
the
so could
manticore
I.
was relevant.
The city of laughter and tears, of science and superstition, of progress and decay, had its curtain drawn for a brief intermission.
I mean, like...
But peace is fleeting, especially in a world on the brink. As I made my way towards the train station, my time in this city drawing to an end, the familiar hum of vaudeville was interrupted. A menacing rumble roared overhead, the echo of fighter planes slicing through the city's troubled sky. They were an ominous reminder that another act was about to begin.
What?
On a stage much larger, in a war far grimmer.
Oh. What's happened? What the hell is happening in vaudeville? Yeah, how do you even figure that out? I mean, I guess knowing that that's the solution. First off, when you said that, I did not understand. But I guess it makes sense. But like the thing is, you'd have to think people are lying, you know. So I'm gonna quick move over. I'm gonna quick move over to my chatting screen and close down that game, cause wow. Oh, wow. Anyway, I mean, like again, I guess technically speaking, it makes sense. Okay, it makes sense, kind of. Like, let me unmute my music. Like, it makes sense in the sense that, like, yeah, if you think about it, they all went on a business trip together. One of them was dead, which was her husband. And then mysteriously, once they get back, oh, things just fell apart. Ha 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 ha. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why. Ha ha. Except then my other question is, why is Biagio alive? Shouldn't he also be dead? Did he not too witness the murder of Mr. Potter? And why was Gravesen in love with Mrs. Potter and her obsession with mushrooms? Like, that's just kind of... That's just kind of... I don't know, man. Is he really alive, though? I don't know. With the way he was talking, I really couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you. Honestly, yeah, he escaped and he didn't turn them into the police. He's crazy. He was like, oh my god, I love this. I just love how complex this is. I'm just going to let them continue to kill my fucking lover and other people. Sounds good. That's really what he said. Yeah, my brain is not braining. I was so convinced it was Marina H. That is what made sense to me for that murder. It seems dumb to be like, we've set up these murders, we've made them very specific so they go by each people. But newsflash, actually, the real solution is it's actually none of those people. It is Count Gravesen, who has simply made it look like. But like, I guess you can also kind of get that with like the Manticore. He's like, oh yeah, I still have. But you think if he used a Manticore for a murder, he wouldn't be offering to show it to you? Like, I feel like he should have lied and been like, oh yeah, I had a Manticore, ha ha ha, it's with Saxabar. And then Saxabar being like, I don't have a fucking Manticore. You know what I mean? Like, and also, but it's just kind of weird because they're like, the mouth seemed human, but a Manticore mouth I don't think would appear human. You know what I mean? Like, Count Gravesen being a vampire would have been better. Don't you think? That would have been a better solution. I think he wanted to kill you? Wow. I see. He wanted me dead. He said, you know too much. Manticore's face is human. You know, they should have said that because they didn't. And I don't know what a Manticore looks like. No, it has razor sharp face. Yeah. Yeah, I think if this game was a little more structured, like, I understand the AI thing for the purpose of Eugene, thank you very much for the super. I understand the AI thing for the purpose of you being able to ask with your voice like questions instead of type or having to like pick from things. But you know, morally immoral, thank you for the super. Yeah, no connections were made during the murder. It's basically a guess game because no one mentions it. Yeah, you have to just kind of know to ask about India, which is like not really like, I wish the game would have then given you like some stuff, you know, like some like info like at the actual police station instead of saying we don't know shit. It would have been nice if they would have been like, here's what we know and we'll tell you a bit about all the town people. But like, then again, like, that would make the game quote unquote too easy. But I don't know, even knowing about the India thing, it didn't really help me out. The great miss. Yeah, why does Marina H keep crashing the game? That was crazy. Crazy. But regardless, we went quite a bit longer than I was expecting to today because I didn't want to revisit that game. So I thought it's best to finish it first. I want to quick update you guys. You guys already know my schedule. It's the same. Nothing has changed for this week. There's going to be no stream tomorrow. I'm still going to be working tomorrow. I'm going to be, what is it? I'm going to be recording. I have to hop in my studio. I've got some stuff to do. Some stuff to record. And hopefully by the end of the week, or maybe early next week, I might have some news for you guys. So please keep your eyes open for that. And then, what else? Saturday, we're doing spooky Saturdays. I'm going to be playing Parasocial, the new Sheila art game. I'm really excited. I really like Sheila's games. So I hope you guys will look forward to that little bit of a break from our usual RE Village playthrough. Q3, thank you very much for the super. Please upgrade your potato PC. I do not have a potato PC. I have a good PC. What do you mean? I probably do need to upgrade it sometime soon. It's like two or 3 years old, so the graphics card is probably, even though it was new for the time. You know how technology works. But yeah, I'm very excited. What are the specs on your computer? I don't know, but it's a good computer and it's really expensive. If there's any issues, it's not with my PC, it's with my internet connection. I need to get better internet connection. But that's not what the crashing was today. The crashing was, I'm pretty sure from the YouTube itself, as well as Marina. Marina was crashing the game because the game is probably very bugged, to be honest. Yeah, I think Marina's hiding something too still. Is it a pre-built? It is a pre-built, but it doesn't matter. It's a pre-built, but you get to pick the specs. But yeah. Anyway. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Jackson, FB, KFB Economist, congrats for persevering through Vaudeville, thank you. I'm surprised we finished it. Ugh. That was only a little painful. Yeah, it is early access, but I don't know, that was a thing. I mean, my computer is very alive. Again, chat, jailbirds, the issue was not the computer, the issue was the game. Star Mech, thank you for the soup. I enjoyed the stream, even if I got lost in the mystery, but I was lost with my company, so all is well. Aryang, thank you for the super. Thanks for the stream, and sorry about the Asterian tweet reply. Sorry to ruin your life. Thank you for the PC upgrade funds. Not every pre-builds come with the best spot. Yeah, exactly. I didn't get my pre-built from, like, I went to an actual place to build it. So it's a pretty good computer. But my internet, to give you to give you an idea, my upload is incredibly bad. Like, it's good enough that I can stream and keep it pretty smooth, but, like, I am at the cusp of not being there. If I lost my internet connection, I would lose, you know, if I lost any upload, it might not be good enough. It might not be good enough. So, that's the issue. Yeah, it's the internet. What do you mean put my jacket on? I don't have a jacket. Peterlin, thank you for the super. But yeah, I don't think anyone can stream without an internet connection. Yeah. Can you upgrade it? Not right now, but maybe someday. Mahalko, thank you for the super. Ultima333, thank you for the super as well. Missed an opportunity to do the Batman interrogation. Reward yourself with some culvers, thank you. We Major, thank you for the super. We are starting a war with the vampires. Using a manicure army was also my takeaway from that game. Also, yeah, I'm confused about... They're like, there's nothing so fantastical. And then they're like, by the way, talking mushrooms and a manticore. And I'm like, Sheena Ayase, thank you for the super. I think you have a much better PC than mine, but here's a fun to thank you. Koo3, thank you for the super. Upgrade your router. We did get a new router recently. But, it didn't help. I don't know why. I'm just unlucky. I feel like that's the case. But, regardless, we will be back playing Parasocial on Saturday. So I hope you guys will look forward to it. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and, I have to prepare myself for my recording soon. Which maybe I'm excited for it, but I'm also not, because I've actually been doing a lot of recording, and it just seems like every time I record, 3 more things get stacked on my thing for me to record. So it's like I mean, it's fun in a way, but it also feels like I never get closer to being finished. It doesn't get any closer, you know? So I need to actually go to bed at a good time tonight. I'm gonna pop some melatonin and try to knock myself out so I can wake up early and get lots of work done for my beloved jailbirds. But yes, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again Saturday. I hope you won't miss me too much tomorrow. I hope you'll still be thinking of me tomorrow, even though I won't be around. I mean, I'll be around on Twitter a little bit. I'll definitely be reading stuff and looking through tags and stuff. So if you miss me enough, I suppose you could say some stuff there and be like, Nerissa, I miss you. And I would see it. But yeah. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'll do my best tomorrow, so please cheer for me. I'm also preparing my stuff for next week, so I'll also have to prepare my thumbnails and everything then. So I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you all are too. But in the meantime, I suppose I should get going and get ready for bed, and I should let you guys go to sleep too. So thank you all again so much, so much for spending time with me. I had a blast, and I hope you all did too. But I gotta go sleep. So I will see you all on Saturday. Bye, darlings.